I get to make an absolute living by putting a piece of jewelry on their body and creating something out of like their memories. Like when somebody brings me a ring from their grandmother and says, I don't know what to do with this, but it's not my style. It's not my taste. Yeah. And then I get to like talk to my players for a minute and, you know, high five them and be like, hey, I'm here for you. Need another Cuban link, call me. These kids nowadays, like, they don't call me, they text me. Or they'll, let's just do this via email. I'm like, no, I gotta hear your voice. I gotta hear the passion. I wanna know how happy I made her. Like, I wanna know that I made the ring exactly the way that she wanted it, or it's what you thought she wanted. And they're like, you really want to know all that? Yeah. Like, you're not just selling us a ring and then saying, bye, congratulations, good luck to you. I can't wait to see you in a year for the wedding bands. No, I want that. People that I like, just a meeting because of one person that I took care of that was like, this girl's quality. This is who you want to buy jewelry from. She's low key, under the radar. Like, she knows everybody. Like, she just wants to make you happy. She wants to just, you know. And so like for me, it's like being a jeweler's concierge versus being a jewelry store. The money difference of a lab, which by the way, is real. I was freaked out. If you want to buy a home, and let's say you have X amount of dollars on a home here, right? And then they come to me and they go, man, I really could drop 10 grand on a ring, but I really want to put some money into like this home that I'm going to have. I want the property, I want the investment. I kind of almost look as like a mom, where I say, I agree.
There are only about 5 kids on this whole 5th grade class that did not, their last names did not end in a vowel. Everyone, Del Vecchio, Salvucci, Diorda, Dalella, every one of them was all, they were just this mob of Italians, and then 1 or 2 Jewish guy, a couple Jewish guys. That's what was the other one.
That was my high school, and my mom too. My mom went to a high school in Cleveland Heights, which is like right down the street from Murray Hill, from Little Italy in Cleveland. And everybody was either Jewish or Italian. That was it. And they all cohabitated together. And it was like the Jews wanted to be Italian.
100%. There's so much crossover to this.
Exactly.
Some Jewish guilt and Italian guilt.
That's true. And then the Italians always wanted to have the Jews by their side and like helping them out, get them out of trouble, like talk things out. It was just, and then they wanted to be part of the clan and they wanted to come over and eat and like, I don't know. We just grew up in like such a great era of our lives. How old are you?
60, just turned 60 this year.
Okay, so you're only 10 years older than me.
So
you didn't look your age. I thought he was like 52, 55 at the top end.
God bless you.
That's our Italian genes.
That's right. It's a good olive oil.
Yeah. You look 21.
23.
Yeah, he's big. He's big. He's an old soul.
You're a tech guy,
He's
though.
an old soul. He's a good old soul.
Love that.
Love it. He's a real good old soul. He's got it.
Me, I just know how to like do my work. Get into a phone and ask me to do 75 other things. It's not happening. I'm ignorant. I need tech guys like this.
Well, absolutely. Even for this. So that's what's kind of cool about this too, because we get to just talk, and he does all the behind the scenes work and makes us look good, and documents. So we have 22 now, 21.
This will be 23 or 24.
Oh, okay.
We started in October last year.
So cool.
Yeah. So
really been churning it out over the past like 2 or 3 months, like 1 a week basically.
It's just there's just nothing that does this, and for me, I get to know another human on another level that it's a conversation you wouldn't ordinarily have, or if you did, it would be at a bar and you wouldn't remember it because you were drinking maybe, or it wouldn't go to the level that it does. But I like it because it really, for the people that I get to talk to, it takes a snapshot of who you are in the world, but also I get to know you on another level that I wouldn't get to know a human being on another, because life's fast. First of all, it's short, but it's also things are moving so fast that we don't stop to really
seize the moment.
Yeah, and acknowledge the great things like the Italian heritage, which I'm so proud of and I so love and I so appreciate. And when I see somebody who's carrying on the tradition of we're doing meatballs, like people don't know what that is. A lot of people don't know what that is, or my great grandmother used to do it, which is true. But to see it being carried down as a tradition is so cool. I love
absolutely.
that. That's happening.
Absolutely.
And where you're from, is a very similar. There was that migration of the Italians that moved to that area, because when my parents, same thing in West Philly, there was this, little concentration of the Italians in their neighborhood there, in these tiny, tiny little row homes that were so little. We lived in a motor home that was bigger than this little row home. A thing that was on wheels, it was bigger than their tiny. My grandmother's kitchen was so little.
Same with mine.
I don't know how she cooked what she cooked out of that
don't
little
either.
thing. It was so tiny.
Well, have you ever gone to Italy?
Yes, I
Okay.
have. Yeah, I have.
The kitchens are the size of that stove.
Yeah,
the size of your washing. They're like this big.
Yeah.
And they managed to do it all.
Incredible stuff out of those little kitchens. Yeah, it was incredible.
Very little, right?
Yeah, it was very little. Right.
It's
Had
insane.
to grow their own stuff, and my grandmother's little basil garden in the back where she had her tomatoes that she get in the summertime.
We do the same thing.
Yeah.
To this day, my mom and dad, they have their own little garden. They have their peppers,
Yeah, the
tomatoes,
peppers, that's
basil
right.
plant that's like this big.
Yeah. Yes.
Sit there and you smell the basil.
Oh, there's nothing like it.
Oh my gosh,
Nothing in the
there's
world
nothing
it.
like that.
Yeah, fresh basil.
It's the best.
That's how my mother used to get us in the house, because you'd leave on the weekends especially. She'd throw us out of the house in the morning. You go wherever you want to go. And then we were playing football or doing whatever outside of the house. And then we'd smell. My mother made that sauce. She would lift the lid off the gravy. And the aroma of the garlic and the basil would float outside. And we knew the meatballs were coming, because we'd run in and snag a meatball that was
That's what I
fried.
did.
Yeah.
That's what I did. My mom would scream at me. She'd be like, it's not ready yet.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
put your hand in the pot.
That's right.
I don't care.
Right. My mom
Dip
get
the
upset.
bread in the
Yeah, dip the bread. Oh my gosh.
Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
Dunk it right in there. And
The
big
fresh bread.
Oh my gosh, that was so
Just
amazing.
the
yeah.
loaf from the store. The simple white Italian
Yep,
loaf of bread.
yep,
Just
yep.
dip it right in.
100%.
I'll be doing that on
Oh,
Saturday.
Yeah. I love that. I so miss that. Yeah. Pretty much get it once a year now from Aunt
best.
Jeannie. We call her Aunt Jeannie. She's not really our aunt, but we have a lot of people like that in our life that are our aunts and uncles.
love
but
it.
Aunt Jeannie. So we're actually.
So what are we gonna do? How are we
We're going. We're in. So it's happening in this moment. So it's
I love
it's
it.
being recorded.
You guys just took it away.
So it's I think for people who are watching here, welcome back to the Spotlight on Good People. And today's going to be super interesting. This is going to be fun, and I'll tell you more about it, because we've already had this amazing conversation with my new Italian friend, referred by JR, my other new Italian friend. So this is Italian month here. It is the month of paisans. Yeah, because Brian was on last week, and he's Jewish, was raised Jewish, but I think he's got a little Italian in his blood too. Brian Rowland, who was the miraculously has recovered from his accident. So he's an amazing human. He's doing so well.
God bless him.
I know.
No, for real.
Yeah, that's what
God bless him.
To see him, to talk to him, to see how he's doing, I was in tears. I was like, God bless you. I'm so grateful. I know he's still got issues, and I feel bad. He's got nerve damage, and he's going to have ongoing issues, but he's got a great spirit about him for all he's been through. Just an incredible human.
Yeah, that's like what true adversity is, too.
Yeah, 100%.
To get the drive to keep propelling forward.
Right. He could wallow in his, misery.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not doing that at all.
No.
He's just like taking advantage of it to really
Thank God.
turn it into an inspiration. He's a super guy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, my mom just got diagnosed with cancer. Just went through her 6 weeks of heavy chemo, radiation
man.
at 72.
Oh man.
And it's a rare cancer. It's vulva cancer, which I didn't even know anything about when I found out about it. I was almost in like this shock of, this is my mom, right?
Yeah.
But now she's finding out her progress, and she's just like, listen, I'm just going to keep going forward. I'm just going to keep moving. Like, nothing has really gotten her down, even when she was at her sickest. When I was back, I took leave from Naples and went back there for 6 weeks to be with her. And
That's awesome you did that. That's really awesome. You did that. That's the best medicine. The best medicine is love.
That's
really
it.
That's
be there
awesome.
for my father, and help out as much as I can. My sister too. She lives down here as well. So it's just kind of like we just piggyback off of each other and just try to be there for as much as we can for her through her process. You know, this is like a journey we didn't want her to go on at all.
No,
but
it sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
You know, my family's been very supportive of it, and my boyfriend's been very supportive of it. So it's been easier to have that. But that's what we were talking about. Like when it comes to family, that's everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, Mom, no matter what, we're going to get you through this, and you're just going to keep driving and driving and driving.
That's awesome.
So,
how's she tolerating the chemo?
well, you know, it just ended. It's going on 6 weeks of ending or 7 weeks of ending now. So she went for her first CAT scan. So we're waiting for the results of that to come in, which will hopefully will happen in the next like day or two. So she's on pins and needles a little bit, but oh my gosh, she had the highest dose of chemotherapy that there is out there to have every Monday, followed by 5 days in a row of radiation.
Both at the same time, but she's getting hit hard. Yeah.
And she did not waver. She just every day got up, tried to keep going forward. I have another week. We were like, another day, Mom, another day done, another day done. And I mean, it was just like our whole family just came together. But that's what we were raised as.
Yeah. That's
So,
beautiful.
you know,
Yeah.
we came from that family dynamic. Like when my grandmother passed away at 89, it'll be 1 year in September. We were there for her all the way till the end. As soon as we found out, because she had Alzheimer's, so as soon as we found out that her switch in her head went off, and it was like, I don't want to no longer eat, but that's one of the problems with that disease is once it clicks, your head just goes into a, you know, I don't want to eat anymore, shut off mode. So to watch somebody literally go, the strongest woman in our lives, by the way, my grandmother's a saint in my eyes, period.
Yeah.
Was just a very subservient woman. Her whole life was raised from Italy, from Sicily, you know, to take care of your man.
Yeah.
So she never
That's
worked a day in her life.
My grandmother, she worked her ass off at home.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
Raising 3 daughters while my grandfather went out and worked.
Cooked, cleaned,
Yep.
took care of the man. Yeah. My grandmother never drove either. She never drove.
My grandmother didn't start to drive until her 40s.
Really?
She didn't even have the one car, which most people back then had one car,
That's
right?
Yeah, the station wagon. Yeah.
Correct. And she didn't even want to like learn how to drive.
Yeah, right. It was the same. Yeah.
It was just dinner on the table at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
My grandfather got home. He was a Teamster, so he worked in the unions.
Yeah.
He got home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 o'clock dinner on the table. It was just that way of life for my mom and her sisters. But the one thing we did have was like my great grandparents were alive, both of them too. I had them both until I was my 19 and 20 years old. My great grandmother passed away a year after my great grandfather did. My great grandfather was 92.
Good genes. Wow, tough cookies, man.
No kidding. That generation,
yeah. Wow.
I just contributed to like what they ate. It was like all simple ingredients back then.
Yeah.
It's like olive oil.
Yeah. And they could eat pasta and do well. It wasn't like a bad thing.
No.
It wasn't evil to eat pasta.
No, and a lot of garlic.
Yeah, a lot of garlic, yeah.
You know my
you
grandmother?
always got to emanate it. You got to feel it coming out of your skin and smell it.
Seriously. My grandmother, her answer, I kid you not. Ask my mom, ask anybody in my family. I kid you not. Did you eat some garlic? Eat some garlic, your flu will go away.
Yeah, it worked for everything. Yeah, because it was in everything. Everything we ate had garlic in it.
Wine at dinner. Wine was just always out on the table.
Oh yeah, didn't matter how old I was.
Didn't matter.
You had your wine.
Coffee. It was like coffee and like you said, the biscuits and everything. Just everything was put out on the table for all of us to.
Yeah,
it's just amazing.
It's the way. It was the whole life was around. And I think a lot of businesses got created out of that hospitality of the Italian way. I know that's how my parents had it too. That's their way.
My grandfather came over to this country with a skill. Okay. He came here with 0 in his pocket. He lived under park benches in New York City.
Yeah.
Under park benches.
I believe it. There's so many of them.
Like
they were just
a little boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like a 25-year-old man, like a little boy. And he was born in 1903, my great-grandfather. And when he came here with his other one brother, and he let 9 kids in the family. They were the only 2 to come over here to the United States. Everyone else is back in Italy. So our name in Italy, Zindato, Zindato, is all over. And my grandmother's Verdi, Verdi.
Oh, wow.
So Verdi, actually.
Yeah.
And my grandfather was like, I wanted to come here for a better life. He came.
Your grandfather had 9 brothers.
My great-grandfather.
Great grandfather had 9 children.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, not 9 children.
He came from 9.
He came from 9. And him and my uncle, his other brother.
They came here.
They came here, and he went to Texas from New York.
Yeah.
And my great-grandfather came to Cleveland from New York.
Okay.
And then that was kind of like how the families merged. And my mom's parents, my grandmother's parents and my grandfather's parents, both sets, came over to Cleveland. And that's where my grandmother and my grandfather had met through mutual families that all kind of said, Frank and Mary need to be together.
Semi-arranged.
Semi-arranged family thing.
No, he's the one who said, it's a good thing she was good looking, right?
If I show you a picture, my grandmother was, Elizabeth Taylor, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And always looked that way. You never saw her any other way, right? She was always put together.
Always put together. Always put together.
Yeah.
Same with my grandfather, though.
Yeah.
Back then they wore suit and ties
for everything. Every picture
events.
I have of my I know he's always in a suit. He's in a collared shirt. He's he's shoveling snow in a tie in Philadelphia.
Exactly. I'm not kidding you. They just had so much respect for travel, and getting on planes back then was a luxury, and it was like a thing to do. Yeah. Nowadays we get on there with running pants, sweatpants.
It looks like most people roll out of bed when they get on airplanes.
Exactly.
Ever since COVID, especially. It's
God.
You're not wearing anything.
Boy. That was when I first kind of decided to move down here, was during COVID, permanently. Because in Cleveland, everything was on lockdown. My clients that had places down here, from here to Fort Myers, obviously on the other coast, Fort Lauderdale, some of my athletes and stuff that have all places in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, were all starting to call me for jewelry. I'm like, we couldn't do anything in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But getting to how I started in that, I was always an entrepreneur. I never wanted to go to college. I never knew what the word entrepreneur was when I was 16.
It wasn't a word, right? It was just
never.
It wasn't, now it's like a thing. But yeah, it was just I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to work hard and figure out a way to pay the bills and do what I like.
That's right. My biggest advocate to anybody, it has always been for me. I started at 17, turning 18 in the jewelry business. A guy that I went to high school with was like, hey, this Robert and Gabriel Jewelers is, hiring, whatever. Robert, the son, was like, I want to have you come in and interview with my dad, Bruce, who owned the jewelry store. So to make a long story short, I go in there knowing nothing about jewelry other than I love fashion. I love interior decorating. I knew that I was going to do something that had to do with not sitting in an office all day. But a jewelry store, it's just like a salon. New people come in all the time. So you're talking to people. You're hearing happy things. You're hearing sad things. You're just trying to make their life better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for me, and I got hired, Bruce goes, he's your age, Bruce. He goes, he's second generation in the business. His father owned it for 45 years prior to that. And then his dad passed away, and then he took over the family business, right? So I'm walking in going, I like jewelry. Drape me in diamonds, please. But I don't know much about it. I just want to make people happy, because I know that when I put a new piece on me, it makes me happy. He goes, you're in, sold. I literally did an interview. I just, I'm talking to you right now. I didn't interview. He asked me the basic questions you fill out your application, whatever. But I just said, I want to make people happy. And I want to learn whatever it is. And if it's not for me and I can't make you money or whatever, I'll do whatever. I'll Windex counters, I'll dust jewelry, I'll vacuum, I'll empty garbage. And that's how I started. I started doing things like everybody else does. Yeah. And then he was shadow me and listen to me talk to my clients. Because clearly, when somebody's walking in to spend $20,000, $10,000, you have to know what you're talking about. So I would listen to him. He taught me the business, literally grassroots, not by sitting in a classroom.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to go to college. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Plus, I was an athlete in high school, and I was so happy to get C's and D's to pass just to be able to just... compete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't like super, super, super smart,
Yeah.
like in that way.
Right.
But communicating with people, and my mom always said, like, you care about people. So you're going to do something that has to do with the service industry of some kind.
Yeah.
And I just was blessed at a young age to just kind of have a desire of some way to go into
Yeah.
and get to this level that I got to all organically. I did it grassroots, one referral at a time. But Bruce, I owe it all to him. And then I went and I got my gemology degree. And he goes, you want to be a gemologist? You got to go get your gemology degree, GIA. So I'm a GIA graduated gemologist. And came back and worked for him, like when I was going through my classes. And then, I kind of got my first wholesale job at 22 years old. Well, now all my friends are graduating college, and now they all want to get engaged. So now they're calling me like, hey, Michelle's in the business. Like, see what she could do for us on a ring. And then at 22 years old, I built a small empire. And then those people referred other people. And then I got doctors. And then doctors got to, certain doctors like orthopedic surgeons that now, like, one of them works for the Browns. He's their main orthopedic. He's the one on the sidelines. So Dan, he like called me up one day and he was like, hey, I just got referred to you by a doctor from University Hospital. And he was a Cleveland Clinic doctor. And he goes, now I'm going to send you all of my patients, like, and NBA players, whenever I do a knee or an ankle surgery, if anybody's looking for jewelry, I'm sending them your way just because I took care of them so well. So for me, in the younger years of my business, it never mattered to me who it was. I don't care if you were spending $20 with me, $50 with me buying a sterling silver bracelet or a piece of jewelry back then, or you were doing it in the thousands. I just wanted to make you happy. So to leave Bruce after 8 years of working for him was hard, because now I had an opportunity to take my jewelry business to the next level and be able to be in the diamond broking and the wholesale side of it, which is a grind. It's not as fun as you think, like when you have jewelry store owners calling you for diamonds, because it's just a commodity that they're passing by each other.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not fun, because it's just like you calling up to get hairspray. Right. It's like, I love your product. You sold me on it. How many cases can I get? This is when I'm going to start to push.
You're not dealing with the end result of the happy person with the shiny, sparkly
That's right.
diamond.
So that's all it is. Like, you call, like a jewelry store will call me and say, hey, listen, I need 3 diamonds out of your inventory, XYZ. Take a look at them for me. If you feel there's something else that I want to show my clients. So now I'm the eyes behind them, making them look good. Yeah. I don't even know their customer. Yeah. But I'm doing the shopping for them blinded. Yeah. So they're relying on me to come through for them. And then they call me and they go, hey, stock number N37, that round brilliant cut, 1 carat, I sold it, invoice me. I'll have the money in your account in 15 to 30 days. Great. So but you don't get to hear the happiness behind it. Sure. So I struggled with working in the wholesale side of it. I mean, there were many days where I would leave the office, because I was in an office with this guy, Mark Bissler, who really started me out in the wholesale, and in Cleveland. And he's a big shot in Cleveland. He gave me that chance. And then he said, you don't understand something. When you start to get your private business going, your private referrals that stay low key, you have to stay under the ground. Like, you have to just kind of, all the jewelry stores know they're selling a private business. You'd be stupid not to know that, right? However, it's just kind of frowned upon. Like, your big jewelry stores out there, you don't want them to know that you're underselling them and you're cutting them out, because their profit margins are huge. And so long story short, he goes, when you get your private business going, you're going to crush it. That's when you have become your own and you don't need anyone else, and your sky's the limit. So I incorporated myself. I did my LLC. I had my gemology degree. So I started doing appraisal work for people. Next thing you know it, I have people calling me up going, hey, can you get me a diamond on the side? Friends of mine, like, I need a diamond tennis bracelet for an anniversary present. My friends told their parents, hey, don't go to this jewelry store anymore. Call Michelle. She's a broker now. She's going to save you thousands. Call her. And then all of a sudden it just went from 0 to 60 and it exploded. I'm not even kidding. It was almost like so overwhelming that I didn't know how to handle it, because now I'm like, oh my God, the quality control I'm going to have is going to be like gone. And all I wanted to do is make sure every single thing I put on somebody's wrist was good product. I took care of them on price. And I just want to hear the guy call me and say, I made you happy.
Yeah.
You know, you made my wife so happy. She feels like $1 million with that bracelet on her wrist.
Yeah.
I was able to get that for her. And you made it happen, because I couldn't get that from any store, because you saved me so much money to be able to obtain that for her. I was like, holy crap, this is like awesome.
Yeah, and your business grew from happy people, just the
Just
same
like
way
yours.
JR referred us to you because he loves you and he knows you do great. You've done great for him in a lot of ways, more than just business. But so it organically grew your business by making people happy. You made them happy, and you grew.
It's
from
just
that.
like yours, like, you know, like I mean, I love when you connect with somebody, and then that's just who you connect with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me. I'm getting to know you now, and let me tell you something. I'm going to pay you a big compliment right now. Walking in here, you know how you said just about 25 minutes ago how this felt like home? Mm-hmm. And your mom always made it feel like you were walking into your home.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in here, everybody's smiling, everybody's friendly. It didn't feel sterile. It didn't feel cold. Yeah. It's like, I want to come here and hang out with you and drink coffee up at the front desk and get my hair done.
Awesome.
So I got to pay that compliment to you, because that was my instant. And I've never been in here.
Yeah, that's nice
Never.
to hear. I love to hear that. And they'll love to hear that too, because that's it gets infectious when it's like that. I for me, if I have enough of those kind of people around me, and these people, I try to surround myself with people who have that good heart. They just want to serve others and love on others. That when you put enough people like that together, it creates this vibe that's juicy and delicious, and people want to hang out and be a part of it. And the older I get and the more experience I have in life, the more I realize that how important that is, to surround myself with good souls, people who love to love others.
That's right.
And, be there for others.
That's right. You surround yourself with good people, and good things come.
Yeah.
You know, when you take the toxic out of everything, or somebody that's totally toxic.
Yeah.
You know, you could try to help as much as you can, but it just starts to weigh on you and bring you down.
Right. And if they don't want to be helped, there's nothing I can do. And I did that a lot of my life, try to help those that they really didn't want help anyway. They just weren't it. So the better I get it.
That's how we all grow.
Yeah. Yeah. we learn from it all. So I appreciate the feedback too, but you had that vibe the same way. You walked in that way, so you have that infectious, upbeat vibe that is, lifts the spirit of the room anyway. So
I got to tell you, I love to have fun. If you can't have fun in life, with everything we all have to go through, our ups and downs, no matter what, you always have an up and a down. You always have a struggle or a stress. It's just always how you persevere through it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, our group of friends that we have here, like JR and my friend Shelly and Kevin, Dr. Kevin, that, my friend Michelle and Chad, we have such a good, solid, we all uplift each other. We're all there for each other.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I love to have fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, there's just something about fun.
Yeah. That's great, because you don't, it goes so fast anyway. So to be all so upset and serious about, because life never goes the way. Your mom has cancer. That was never in the playbook for your family. No. That sucks. But at the same time, you've turned it into, that time. You went up there for 6 weeks. You spent time with your mom. You've turned it into something that, even though you got it, because it sucks, it's there in your life. You can't, just like Brian didn't let his whole life be run by the fact that he had this accident that would send anybody down a tunnel of depression.
So tell me about that. What exactly, a gist of it, but what exactly happened with that?
So he was in the elevator. He was on the elevator. This is the craziest thing about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The craziest thing is this. It gets even crazier because this was the best day of his business.
I know.
During the first part of the
thing.
day, right? They did an event for the community school for 400 plus people.
I know.
So that was a big accomplishment. They take half their crew, they move it over to Ferrari for night because in this one day they're going to do 800 people.
I was supposed to go to that event.
400, a lot of people were there and part of it. It's the end of the night. They're celebrating. He's ready to high five with his team. They're breaking it down. He's on the elevator coming up or down, falls off into the elevator shaft. The elevator comes down on top of him, crushes him.
I know.
He's at the highest of all highs. He's got a 3-week-old baby.
I know. It's devastating.
Business is just, the best
Young
it's
guy
ever been.
too.
Yeah. And this happens, like you could be on top of the world in 1 minute and then in the next minute fighting for your life. And
you know what I find astonishing too is that you're so impacted by his story because you're talking about it right now.
Forever I will be.
Same with me.
100%. Like
hearing that.
I was just blown away by his strength, his courage, his humanity, just his appreciation for life. The way he talks about life now is very different. He's a different person in a cool way. And what his message was, he would like to get this across to people so that they can have that experience without the tragedy.
Right.
Without the devastation and tragedy and pain and suffering, but could get what he's gotten out of it to move forward in life.
I couldn't agree with you more. As I started to get more and more successful in my life, I was the opposite. How some people want to just they got to make the next dollar. They got to make more. You got to make more. Who doesn't want to make more, right? Who doesn't want to be financially secure? Right. I know I do. I do. My divorce that I had 2.5 years ago went final. Well, 2 years ago it went final. July 6th was 2 years. But I was going through it for 3 years, and I was with this man for 18 years of my life. And it was a devastating thing with him. He cheated and whatnot, okay? I chose to end the relationship at that point because I just could never get back to trust again. That's the end all to it. However, I chose instead of I went through, I had to pay him out in the divorce and all that stuff. But I chose to, instead of sit there and just go what he took from me and how he handled the situation of the divorce, because I was successful and more than him. I chose to go like this. You know what? I'm going to go travel. My girlfriend called me last year from Cleveland. Her name's Julie. And she said, what are you doing this summer? I said, I really don't have much going on other than this thing looming over my head. She goes, let's go to Portugal. We booked tickets. 2 weeks later, we were on a plane in Portugal for 6 days. One of the best trips I've ever taken. She's a great pal to hang out with and do, things with. And we came back and she goes, so where are we going next year? Every year, we're going to take a European, whether it's I don't care where. Let's pick a place. You want to go to London? Let's go there, whatever. And once I started getting out of that funk and starting to realize, we're not getting any younger, right? I am so blessed with my career and the way I've been able to make people happy and the way I've been able to service people and make money doing that. I get to make an absolute living by putting a piece of jewelry on their body and creating something out of their memories. When somebody brings me a ring from their grandmother and says, I don't know what to do with this, but it's not my style. It's not my taste. Yeah. Can you redesign something for me using her diamonds or using her rubies or whatever it might be? Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, let's make this. What's your taste? Let's get to know you. And then I get to know them. Yeah. And then when it's finished and they're like, I never imagined that could look like this, using those things. Yeah. And I'm like, great. So I got to make a great living off of that. Yeah, that's so cool. Now what am I going to do, right? Yeah. I didn't have children. We decided not to have kids, and my career of the grit I had to do to get to where I got was a lot of sacrifice, a lot of jewelry conventions, a lot of traveling, all that kind of stuff to get where I got. Putting myself out there, going to sporting events, going to the backdrop parties that, kind of when I was younger, it was like Bruce told me when he first met me, he's like, you're pretty. And I'm going to put a piece of jewelry. I swear, he said to me after he hired me, you're beautiful, you're pretty. I'm going to put a piece of jewelry on your neck, and the guy's going to look at it and buy it right off of your neck.
Yeah. And back when you could say you're pretty.
Yeah. Nowadays, oh my God, better read that sexual harassment. Yeah, that stuff is crazy anywhere. That's just the whole sense of this world has gone literally levels I never even imagined it could go, right? Tell me about it, right? Yeah. And I love living in Florida, by the way.
Yeah, we get to express that and say it right.
Place on earth.
Yeah.
Can't have it any better.
100%. Yeah.
But I get to like do this and make a living at it. Quality of life. Mm-hmm. You have quality of life. You get to come in here and hang out with your customers, see them on a weekly, a bi-weekly, a monthly basis. See how their families are doing, how the kids are.
And we live in paradise.
And we live in paradise.
The best place in the
world.
world.
It's like we literally get to walk out these doors and feel like we're on vacation every day.
Every day. How can you not be happy here?
I can't. I best move I ever made for myself. But I always wanted to be here. Like growing up here and coming here in my teens and my 20s and spring breaks with my girlfriends coming down here when it was nothing.
Yeah.
When Fifth Avenue was like Patty Murphy's and McCabe's and
2 bars. Yeah,
that's really right.
On,
and Pazzo's was
right
there.
After 9, it was
like
down near Pazzo. Yeah.
And then like the one nightclub that we had was in where Zanzibar. Remember Zanzibar?
Gosh, yeah, at the registry. Yeah,
at the registry.
Zanzibar. Oh my gosh, I forgot that name. Yeah.
Yes. The pewter mug in North Naples.
Yeah, the original on the water there with the alligators in the back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, just like so many cool things from down here that I love, you know?
Yeah.
But
I don't know how there aren't more. I'm grateful my father had enough of the cold Northeast when he did in 1977 and got us out of there and brought us to paradise. I'm glad to be from Philadelphia, but people who live in Cleveland, in Michigan, in Detroit, in Port Huron, my wife's family's from Port Huron. I've gone up there in winter before, and I could not believe it. Now I'm from Philly, and we've had winters, but not like this winter. They're on Lake Huron, and it was so cold. I don't know how people could live there, but they were saying to me, "It's 9. It's not that bad. It's 9."
It's 9.
I'm like, "It's 9 though. 9. I got
9
no
with
hair.
no
I'm
sun.
frozen. Yeah, no sun. Gray.
Dark for
wind
days.
flow. Yes. It's a depression. It's like how they live. They asked me to go out to the garage and get a case of water. You got to bundle up because the water. First of all, the water's all frozen in the garage.
Exactly.
You got to bundle up just to go to the garage. You're freezing the minute you wake up. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Especially not seeing the sun for that long. It's gray overcast. Because you got the lake at Cleveland too,
we have
right?
Lake Erie. I mean, I know because I used to go to Atlantic City and go down to Philly. When it was like the ocean was froze over. It was like the weirdest thing because it's like you're looking at the ocean with sand and there's snow. It's like craziest
in Atlantic
thing.
City, right? Yeah, because they used to snow more there, but it never got as cold as it did in Michigan. Like I don't ever remember it being like that.
Well, because we're by Canada. Like we're
literally
we're
they're
across
looking at Canada. They're looking at
Lake Erie, across the way to Canada.
Yeah, for you too. Yeah.
It's Lake Erie. We're Cleveland, Ohio. We're right there. Yeah, it's
the winters.
It's depressing, and you know people sit there and say to me like, "You live there during the summer? What is wrong with you?" And I even said it to JR the other day. It's so funny. I'm going to say this to you right now, but I was saying to JR the other day, I go, "We walk outside the door right now." And I still love being on the water, and I love going on his boat and hanging out with him and everything. I go, but you feel like you're in a crematory. I'm stepping into the crematory right now.
You are. There's something I actually enjoy.
But I
for most
love
people,
it.
right? When you get off the plane, when you land at RSW in Fort Myers, and you get off the plane wherever you come from, and you feel the minute you walk into that jetway, you feel that humidity. Immediately it hits you. I love that feeling.
I do
I'm
too.
home. I'm home. I don't mind.
I'm like instant moisture to my skin.
Exactly.
Not as much oil and lotion on the body.
Right.
I go back to Cleveland.
Natural moisturizer.
Yeah. I don't care if it's 92 degrees in Cleveland. I go back there, my skin's dry.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 92 degrees. Yeah. I should have I should look 10 years younger. I get back to Florida, I look 10 years younger when I'm here for just 1 week. Yeah. Like my skin's glowing. Yeah. Got the little bit of vitamin D on me.
To that humidity. I know. As much as we hate it.
It's a different. The if you could discipline yourself and really live here and do it the right way. I mean that you know everybody's in the bars and we do live in a very affluent area of Florida. Very. Yeah. It's so easy to get wrapped up into some, doing I don't know. I just love getting out of my office, or not my office here, but getting out of work, which I do from my desk at home.
Yeah.
And just stepping out the door and being like, all right, what cocktail are we going to have today? It's somewhere else. Or like, let's just go see, we're going to hang out. Go down to the beach and take a walk. Hey, JR, taking out the boat? Yeah, let's go. We're going for sunset.
I got to see this boat of his. He's got a hell of a boat. He was telling me about it. I got to see this boat. I got to get an invitation out on that boat.
You got to get on the boat with us. He'll invite you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm looking
We have
forward
a
to that.
great group that goes. I mean, he's got a good mix of people. And when I tell you it's just low key and fun, and I mean, it's boats.
It's
an
insane,
HCB.
right? It's like 40, what do you say? 40
Quads.
Feet? Quad.
42 foot.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
It's,
I got to get a trip on
It's the like Ferrari of boat. Like his HCB is like the Ferrari of that HCB.
Yeah.
It's
it's what it sounded like. I didn't see any pictures
over
of it
$1 million. Yeah, for the boat.
It's sweet. I'm ready.
It's-
Get a trip on his boat.
Like my future father-in-law would go explode.
Oh, you don't. I mean, it's a treat to be able to go on that thing. Trust me, it's a blessing. But that's the thing down here too. It's just like the life of like being in the Gulf and just. I don't know. I love life. I love to travel. And like JR will tell you, he'll be like, hey, the Yankees are playing, because you know he's from New York originally, right?
He's a big New Yorker.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
I know.
time.
Yeah.
But he's like, the Yankees are playing. He's like, we're getting a week together. We're getting the group together. We're going to go to New York for 3 days. We're going to catch a couple
He
Yankees
was
games.
talking about
Well,
that.
yeah, because I have the connections.
Oh, he was so
I have the
happy
hookups
about
for
that.
sports
You
for-
totally hooked him up. He was
I hook him
so
up all the
excited
time.
about that. Yeah, his father went up for a night too, didn't he?
Yeah,
Zack Wall?
yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me about that trip. I
Yeah.
think that was a life-changing trip for him in a good time.
It was pretty awesome. And then, you know, his dad got to go back to Yankee Stadium and see it and got to catch the game, which was a great game we got to watch. They won. I mean, it was like awesome.
Yeah. Oh my God!
What's
Speaking of the devil, hey, that's crazy.
Surprise, JR.
That is crazy.
Come in for a
I
visit.
Oh
You
my
know?
gosh, that's so funny.
So
We're
good
just
to see
talking
you. We were
about
just
your
talking
Yankee
about,
trip.
wait,
What's up, brother?
How
he's
are
got to
you?
come on the boat.
That's
Get this
crazy.
guy on the
I
boat.
know.
Literally,
know.
we were just talking about the boat and the Yankee trip. I was like, I got to get an invite
Get
on
your
the boat.
wife. Come on down.
Yeah.
Hang out with all of us. Just come on down.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
know.
time. Oh my
Have
gosh.
you got into what you do?
Yeah, we're talking about
Are
it.
you
We're
the
touching
best diamond
base.
sales ever.
I hope so. I love it. I love what I do. It's fun.
This girl's the real deal.
Yeah,
She's the real deal.
I
I
am.
now understand why you wanted me to meet her too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, she
another
has-
great paisan here.
Yeah.
Oh
she's-
God! I just told him. I said when we went to New York. So we got there.
We
were, like,
literally
sitting
were just
right
talking
there.
about your Yankee trip. We're talking
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
your dad and the trip you and I. You told me.
Well,
about
we talked
too.
about that too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just want to say I'm starting to get like feedback from our podcast a week ago. Like people are like, "Hey, what's going on with that thing?" I go, "Yeah, it's out. I think it's out." And then, "Yeah, we listened to it." I go, "Yeah, but it's 3 hours."
It broke the record. I loved it.
I go,
went by in a minute.
We couldn't stop talking for 3 hours.
We could have gone for
I
another
go, the air
3.
conditioning wasn't working the best. That was the only thing that sucked.
And by the
I
way,
think
he
sweat
can't
stinks.
stand heat.
No, I'm
Well,
just saying.
He's
I'm
in it all day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we cooked.
Like when they're always like, when we go out to dinner, let's sit outside. I'm like, I'm not sitting outside. I'm outside all day long.
Yeah, the last thing you wanna do.
I'm getting
Right.
I sunburn all day long.
Yeah,
But
there's a-
anyway, I just wanted to stop by just to check on her. You know?
that's awesome. How
And
great.
I just think
What a
she's
treat.
like anyone who wants to get some diamonds. I know I bought a diamond cross from her. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
And
Custom made.
Yeah.
and she had it custom made, and
Yeah.
I went and priced it out at a jeweler after I got it from her, and it was
Yeah.
actually double the price.
Yeah.
Double the price of
Yeah.
what I got it for.
I believe it. You just mentioned something too that made me think of it. A lot of people get these pieces from their parents or grandparents that are not up with the times. They fit
Right.
that era, but they want to keep them. It's a keepsake. But having that made into something that
That's
is-
my special thing to do.
That's cool.
It's so creative and it's
Yeah.
neat. Or like what he did as well. You know, hey, I want to do this cross, but I'm going to put it in your hands to figure out how big to make it. You know what I need to do.
And
Yeah.
how many diamonds
And how
were
many
in it.
diamonds were in it, and you know, he just kind of let me rip with it and just said like, I trust you to just make it beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know,
And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It is the quality, yeah.
It really
It's
is.
just unsurpassed.
Yeah, we'll
Very
have to show
nice.
some of that too. We'll have Zach
Yeah.
put some clips on.
Absolutely.
of some
I
of
would
those
love
pieces.
to.
Cool cat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So smooth.
And I mean, it's just you get to take something that, maybe came from like a very memorable place in life, whether it was like from like the 50s and it was like, oh, this has been in our family for 50
That's
years.
what it is. Yeah, yeah. There
But
are a
it's
lot of pieces
just-
like that.
yeah.
My wife has some
I love
pieces from her mother.
recreating.
Yeah, that she can't use, and they just sit there. But she could if she had them updated, and it's so special that it was either her mother's or her grandmother's or my mother's or whoever they were.
And then
that's-
she does her twist on it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Did
special.
you tell them that you do the work for Cleveland? And
Oh God, yeah.
Miami Heat.
Miami Heat players, Cleveland Browns players, one Indians player. I mean, I had way more Indians players back in the day, but now since the transition happened,
Can't call
with
them
the
Indians
Guardians,
anymore, right? I know.
That's the problem. I know they're Indians to me
Always,
through and
right?
through.
I mean,
Ever. Even when I'm with him, he's like, see if they're playing. See if the Indians are playing. Well, when you have to go to like the Google search and like say, when are the Cleveland Indians playing? It doesn't come up that way, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, when are the Guardians playing? Like it's so
You have to
painful
say that word.
to
yeah.
say it.
Yeah,
It
that is so
sucks.
weird to me. I cannot get over that.
Oh my
I-
gosh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
We were just saying.
call us the Indians again,
We
please.
had just said her mentor, old boss,
Yep.
had said to her, "I want you to wear. You're beautiful. I want you to wear this piece." And we were like, "Well, he could never say that now. He could never call her beautiful and say, I want you to wear this piece."
Heck no.
People get upset because they're calling you beautiful. God
Exactly.
forbid, you should be beautiful. And he should enhance your beauty and say, you look beautiful with this piece on, because it would offend somebody who's not beautiful or whatever the hell they're bitching about these days. It drives me crazy.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Like to be able to be beautiful. I got in trouble one time. We did an ad on Facebook, and it had a blonde, a brunette, some of the work we had done. And somebody wrote and said, "Why don't you have a black girl in there and a Chinese girl?" I'm like, "Because we don't do black hair. I don't know how to do it. Why am I going to put it
Why
in the
are you
ad?
going to
I don't
advertise
know how to do
something
it."
that you can't do?
Right, she's
You
calling me
don't do.
discriminatory because if I could do her hair, I'd put her in there.
That's just nuts
They're not
to
going
me.
to put me in
It
a
is.
black
It
barbershop
is.
ad.
It's absolutely nuts to me.
Hey, just remember, Jake from State Farm used to be white.
Yeah, yes. I love it. I mean, you got to be careful nowadays. You do.
It's ridiculous.
And even
Hopefully
with
it's
me,
coming
with-
back the other way. You know,
Yeah,
it's finally
even with
getting-
me though, with some of the athletes and stuff that I do, I'm not kidding you. And even like he knows my friend Mark, who he met, and he does
Ticket guru.
big. Yeah, I mean he's big. He's big. I went to high school with him, so we've known each other since 5th grade. He's like another brother to me. Like I adore the guy, but he also like takes care of my friends because that's what I do. I like to put people together, and
You're the queen at that.
I love to. Like we have the best times when like our friends mesh with each other. Like
Yeah.
it just flows. Like he has his parties at his house, things just come together. But like they don't even want me to say like certain things because they're like, well, this didn't go to this person, it went to this person, so you can't say that you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like you got to be very careful.
Oh, yeah.
As a business owner, you always have to be.
Yes.
You got to
Yeah.
walk a fine line. And
Yeah.
I know during COVID, it was a very fine line.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, it was
Oh, yeah.
insane.
about do we wear the mask, don't wear the mask.
The
Yeah.
mask.
And him and I talked about during COVID, I followed the Alfie Oaks lead.
Oh yeah.
And I went.
Which was the
I
best.
followed him,
Yeah.
Love
and
Alfie.
I ended up doubling my business in 2021.
You
Yeah.
did.
So it really took off for me.
Yeah, because
I had the big sign, "You don't need a mask to walk into this facility," just the way Alfie
did it.
Yeah, I followed his lead. So
And everybody was like, so like, yeah, that's awesome.
You would
He's- like,
have-
I've heard. Like,
you would
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
Here we go with one of our conversations. We talked so much the other day.
I love this guy.
95%. You'd have 100 people come in, and 95 people just praise you and think you're the best. And there's those 5 people that
Oh, yeah.
just make your life miserable.
yeah.
exactly.
They
Yeah.
just try to make your life miserable.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you another thing too to plug him as well. Not to like plug him, but to like really speak volumes about
For
him.
who he is, yeah.
For
I
who
know.
he is.
Yeah, yeah.
You walk into his body shop, you want to just be with the people. You want to just hang out with his crew that he has working for him.
Yeah.
They're so friendly. They're so kind. They're so generous, gracious. They want to help you.
Everything's so clean.
Especially, beyond. His place, you can eat off his floors.
Yeah.
Like, he is just one of the most pristine body shops, period, end of story.
Yeah.
I've run candle. I said to my
It's like being at home, like I walk into your place.
What's her budget on candles a month? She said $350. I go, we're doing $350 a month in just candles.
It's true.
Body shop?
And I was like, you know what? I don't care. If they walk through the door and they smell it and they think everything's beautiful, hey, half the job is sold.
It's so true because like when you go into a place like his, right? Or like you get a client, same thing with you. Or like I get somebody that maybe had a bad experience somewhere else. Like they didn't do my hair right. Now I'm here to have you fix it. And then
This
they
looks
come
great,
out.
by the way.
Isn't it
Wow.
beautiful? Yeah, she's got such pretty hair.
Yeah, but the girl that did my blowout, phenomenal. Like I just said, I need my roots done. I'm booking today. I want them done like ASAP.
Yeah, beautiful hair. Beautiful palette.
Great.
Just
But
right,
I told him, I said I walked in here.
That beautiful face, too.
He's such a sweetheart, isn't he? But I
Daryl,
walked in.
when's Daryl
Yeah.
coming? Have we talked about when he's going to interview
Yeah,
Daryl?
she's
Yeah,
showing me.
I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
showing Daryl's
Yeah.
stuff to
He's
him
got Carmen
too.
coming up soon.
Oh, good. You're gonna love
I
Carmen.
can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait
Cool.
for that interview.
Yeah, oh,
He's
that's,
cool.
I'm looking
He's
forward
like
to
me
that.
with like
him,
you know he
The
knows
Dodgers,
Joe,
the
Dodgers,
Cardinals,
yeah.
the Twins.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
The three of the greatest of managers he played for: La Russa, Torrey, and Gardenhire.
I mean, you can't go.
I mean,
like,
that alone is going to let you
period.
speak
Legends.
for an
yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
Total.
He's
one
such
of
a
the few.
nervous wreck. I go,
Is he
Carmen,
really? It's so fun.
Rob's
This
going to
is-
make you feel like you're just going to be fine.
This is turning
It's the
into like
best.
the Paisan special here. We're having our own
Yeah,
little
all of us
Carmen and Callie. The
Italians.
other
Yeah.
right. Just keep.
That's what we got to keep going here. Well, I love everything too. Like it's.
But when he
it's-
found out that he actually knew you, and you knew Joe
Yeah,
and
yeah,
him,
yeah.
Oh,
and
Joe
the
Kelly?
mound
Kelly's
beside their
kids.
house.
No,
the mound
Joe
beside their
Kelly.
parents.
Oh, Joe
Yeah.
Kelly.
Carmen's brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So
They had the mound beside their parents' house, is what it was.
Yeah,
And my
yeah,
son used to pitch on that mound.
so-
Yeah.
I'm anxious to hear that interview. That should be really good. I
looking
want to
forward
just
to
stop
it.
by and say hello.
Thank you,
Brian is
babe.
off today. Brian Kinsey.
He is.
So I just want
You got to pop back over
say
there.
hello.
I'll
Love
come
you.
over and see you.
Good to
Good
see you,
seeing
brother.
you,
I'll
brother.
pop by and see you.
Hey, I had a
Okay.
great time,
hey,
too.
hey, props to this man behind because
He's the man. Zach's the
He
man.
Zach is
He
awesome.
also sent his girlfriend to me, and I just fixed her car.
Yeah, he was talking about that. Yes.
So-
Yeah, he was psyched about that.
Like, I don't know where to go. I'm like,
Guys, have a great day.
Yeah, your
Good seeing
couple
you.
of your videos are blowing up on TikTok. By the way, you got this look that captures the camera
He's
so
just
well.
so cool.
And
He's
these
just cool.
couple of these videos have just like blown up on there about your things you're talking about because we talked
Soon
about
as
some
that
cool stuff.
magazine comes out, which is next week, I'm gonna do the podcast, the magazine. I'm gonna do a whole thing.
I'm
Beautiful.
excited
Beautiful,
for you.
brother.
It's gonna be good.
Good times, man. We got to do it
All right,
again.
I'll see you.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Thank you.
He's such a great guy. I mean,
so
I'm
cool he
so
came by.
blessed to, yeah, I'm so blessed to have known him and got real close with him. But like the same thing, when you walk into his body shop after you've just gone through something horrific, like somebody rear ends you,
Yeah.
somebody broadsides you, or
Yeah.
worse, like it's even a worse accident than you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
You walk into his place, you just feel instant calm. You feel like somebody's got your back.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to like help you get through this.
Yeah.
And I mean, because it's not fun to go to a collision center. I mean, unless you're maybe getting your calipers repainted or you want tinted windows or something like that. you know.
Calipers repainted. Look at this. You're a car girl too, huh?
Oh, big time. My dad's a car guy. I grew up, my dad taught my sister and I change oil when we were probably about 6.
Yeah.
I was watching my dad underneath the car. Nowadays, with our cars like Range Rovers, I wouldn't know the first thing about them because they're all digital and it's all computer.
right.
But I still could change a tire. Like my dad grew up like racing with cars. He's not a race car driver, but like he grew up like going to the track. He had tons of custom cars. My dad painted cars for a living.
Oh,
he's
okay.
a painter.
Oh, cool.
So he
Very
worked in a
cool.
body shop too.
So, yeah, you know that world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad knows him too. My dad
Okay.
will pop into his body shop and
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, Joe, how you doing? What's going on with you, man?" And my dad's like, "Oh, I just want to see what's going on in your garage. Like how many cars did you guys get in this week?" Like my dad's that's his thing.
Yeah.
That's his thing,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I grew up a car girl, like watching like Indy 500, watching Daytona 500, like it's just it's just in my blood to like watch
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
And my dad's a football guy, baseball guy, and I played softball, and I was a gymnast, and I ran track. So I grew up like tomboyish.
Yeah.
So it's in,
Do you have
it's
a
in-
brother?
I have a sister.
You have a
Natalie,
okay,
yeah.
so
She
your
lives
dad
here.
got his boy fix through your tomboyish.
Totally.
Yeah, okay.
Totally. It was like, my sister was a horseback rider.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like between my mom and my dad working their tails off. We weren't in cheap sports, that's for sure. Gymnastics was not cheap because I was in private gym.
Mm-hmm.
So, they both worked a lot. And if we weren't being babysat by my grandmother or grandpa, it was my Aunt Lisa babysitting us or my cousin Tammy babysitting us. Like, we always had family babysitting us. Like, we were always surrounded by family.
Yeah.
So, and it was just a great, I have no regret. I grew up with a great childhood.
Yeah.
But now being where I am, I'm able to give back to my parents because I've exceeded them. So I've been able to help them as much as I can too, just by wanting to.
Yeah.
Not because I have to.
Right.
But just
Yeah.
by wanting
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
So my dad's retired, and he works part-time just to still do something, and he can't ever sit. So I'll
Yeah.
probably be that same way because I can never sit.
Yeah, right.
But
Right. Retired doesn't mean what for him. Retirement is not sitting in a rocking chair.
Oh, God.
He's never going to be still, right?
No,
He's like
no.
that.
And my dad is like a rock star too. Like my dad should have been a football player. I'm not kidding you. Like my dad's 73 and he looks better than most 50-year-olds.
That's awesome.
Like people look
Yeah.
at my father and like, your dad is not 73.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But like you, I thought you were like my age. I thought you were like
thank you.
50, 51, 52. Like God bless you. You have good genes.
Yeah, well, thanks.
But-
That's that Italian, whatever it is. I don't know. My wife's a lot younger than me too. So
Yeah, I was going to
she thinks
say, tell me that story.
I'm
like-
very lucky. So I was married, and I have two great adult children.
God
from
bless.
that, and that was like my practice marriage, I guess. And
Yeah.
the best was yet to come
Well-
in my life. And I was never going to get married again. I really thought it's a funny thing happened because my father's a very old school, tough Italian. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, once I was divorced, he was like, you never get married again. You don't need to. You don't need that. Don't bother. And I had that mindset. I was just, I'm happy. That's fine. Everything's good. Life is fine the way it is. And I was at the gym and I started having this conversation with this really pretty girl there. And she would talk to me every time at the gym. And I thought, well, she's just very friendly.
Yeah,
And
so
she's-
she captivated you because she was like a sweetheart,
She
right?
was totally so kind. I thought maybe she just feels sorry for me. I don't know. She's talking to me a lot.
And she felt sorry. You're a good-looking guy. She did not feel sorry for you. I can tell you that right now.
Thank you. But I didn't know. She was so beautiful. I thought that there's no way. Like, she's way out of my league. But I love talking to her. So we'd literally, we met at a bar. We met under the pull-up bar at the gym. So we would talk under this bar at the end of the workout at the gym and have these conversations for a long time. And I just was fascinated by her. She was brilliant. She's a doctor. She's so smart. She's so strong, so fit. She's a gymnast. She's just a sharp, dressed impeccably. So anyway, I never thought that I'd had a shot at her at all because she's gorgeous. She's way out of my league. Well, we ended up hanging out and we went to this gym party one time and I thought it was I think her friend had taken her to this gym party to set her up with somebody else. So I was talking to her and I tried to get her to do a shot. And she was like, no, I'm not doing a shot. I have to be at work in the mornings. It was a Friday night. She works at Arthrex as a doctor. And
Oh,
she had
you're kidding me.
She had
I know so many
event in
people
the
that
morning.
work at
It's a great
Arthrex.
company.
It's
Yeah.
that guy that
She's-
owns it is aces.
Special man. Yeah, he's done a lot of good for a lot of people.
Heck yeah.
And she's very committed to her career and what she does. And she said, I can't do a shot. I got to be there. And I thought, wow, I was trying to persuade her so hard into doing the shot. She wouldn't do it. I was like, she's really sticking to her guns. I respected that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you like the boundary thing.
yeah, she
That's
was
a
just
good
like
thing.
really standing up for what she believed in,
love
and we had a
that.
great time. And so anyway, we'd sort of hung out. I just thought we were friends. We'd gone out a couple times, but I just thought like I'm in the friend zone. We're friends, like I'm
Yes.
never going to go beyond that.
Yes.
And one night we were at Burn.
I love Burn.
We were at Burn, or we were in that between bars there. Mm-hmm. And she grabs me, she pushes me against the wall, and she plants one on me. She gives me this incredible kiss.
Stop
And
it.
I was like, I was so blown away. I was so I mean, it was the best day of my life. I was like, whoa, this is really happening. I can't believe this. She kissed me. So it was
Oh
the
my
beginning.
gosh.
I was just so thrilled by that. I was like, this is heavenly. Because I
The
just never
sparks
wanted to cross
flew.
that completely. They were always there, but I just didn't know if she was into me. So anyway, from that night, it sort of remained a little bit of a secret. So her mother would come here and stay with her. And she said, my mother's very religious. You don't... we got to be careful. We're just going to keep it under the radar. So we're hanging out. So she's telling me about her mother. She's very religious. Now, I was raised Catholic. And I knew I
Yes.
wasn't a good Catholic, though. I knew I didn't do it the right way. I didn't always go to confession. I'd gotten confirmed and done all that, but I wasn't in church every Sunday.
Like a regular Catholic.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's like me, you,
Yes.
show up for Christmas,
Yeah, exactly.
Easter,
Yeah, the
you do the
holidays.
thing.
Right.
Try to be as best of a person as you can.
That's what I
but
was. And I knew that if I was going to have a lot of prayers to say if I'd gone to confession recently. So I stayed. So I was concerned about meeting her mother. Because she said she's very religious. And I think of religious, I think of somebody who's going to
Wait,
tell
is
me
she
what
Italian
to do.
too?
No, it's not.
No?
Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
So completely,
Okay.
not what I had in my mind. So when I finally met her mom, because I used to drop her off about 3 or 4. Now we're adults. I drop her off about 3 or 4 houses down from her house because she didn't want her mother. She said, my mother's a Snoopy Doop. She'll be looking out the window. I don't want
Wait,
to
how
see
old
us."
is she at this point?
She's 30, early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and she's living with her mother. And she's like, I don't want my mother to see. I said, I got to keep it secret. So finally, I get a chance to meet her mother. And I was terrified because I wanted her mother to like me, to love me, because I loved her daughter.
That's right.
And when I met her, she was the kindest, most loving soul I have ever. When I hear the term religious, it wasn't that type of religious. She embodied what love is. Like, she was so accepting, so loving, so kind to me.
God, I
Not
love
that
that.
judgment way where I
Yeah.
felt like I wasn't good enough for her daughter, or
my God, I
I wasn't
love
doing
that.
it right. She just
Salt
loved
of the
me for the
earth.
way, just loved me fully the way I was, right the way. There was nothing I needed to change for their family. Most incredible family, most incredible experience of my life. Just no judgment at all. Just love me exactly the way. But
exactly
I'm divorced. I
what
have
you
kids.
what you wanted to align with in your life
Completely.
the second time around.
I was so
it's like how I
was
am.
blown away. I was like, this
Agreed.
doesn't even exist. And the way Michelle was with me, she was just so loving, such a good soul. Well, my
Wait, her name's
father-
Michelle too?
Yes,
Two
yes.
L's,
yeah,
like
yeah.
me?
2 L's, yep,
Yeah.
2 L's, yeah.
Love it.
So my dad was sick at the time. He was toward the end of his life, and he had some struggles, and he was not well. But he said to me, I would meet him. We'd have espresso on his back deck. That was our thing to do.
Yep.
And he said, "What's going on with you?" I said, "Nothing, Dad." He's like, "Yeah, something's up with you." He knew. He always knew. Like, "Yeah, I got a friend." What do you mean you got a friend? He goes, "Something's different about you." I said, "I'm hanging out with this girl. I like her. She's good. You really like her, don't you?" And so he's like, he had always been telling me you're not going to get married. So he says, well, I want to meet her. And he never wanted to even be involved in anything like that. But this is about 3 months before he died. And he said, I want to meet her. So I said, well,
Wow.
my father smoked like a fiend, and the house smelled like cigarettes, and she couldn't be around that because she was allergic to it. I said, well, Dad, I'd love to have her over, but, you can't. He said, I'll clean the house up. I'll open everything up. So he has this night set up to meet Michelle for the first time 3 months before he dies. He cooks this incredible dinner. He opens the whole house up. He has it fumigated. He's not smoking in the house. He sets everything up. It was like he was courting her. He's got old 50s and 60s music playing, like music that he would play for my mother, back in the day.
That's because he saw something in you that probably felt like,
I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
100%.
kidding?
It was
See,
beautiful.
this is what I hear from my clients all the time. This is what I love.
This is so
It's
beautiful.
hearing how people connected.
Yeah.
So keep going.
So he has this big, beautiful dinner, courts as if he was courting her on his back deck, and he cooks this. He was a great cook, a gourmet cook, but in his own way, not totally Italian, but Italian influence. But he
Sure.
can make it that way.
Sure.
And he cooks this incredible meal. So the next day, we have this beautiful night, and the next day he says, "When are you going to put a ring on her?"
See,
Which
that's
never
where I
thought
come
would-
in.
Yeah,
Well, you
right,
didn't know me. See, this is what I do. I bring people to happy places.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
It's just a bond.
getting his blessing.
God bless, man.
And at that moment, and then right before he passed, having her meet him, and him blessing the rest of my life that way, because he was always like, you never want to do that. But he
Oh
knew
my
something
gosh.
changed in me. He knew it was something special.
So he got to really kind of get to know her
yeah.
in
And
the
she helped-
moments towards the end.
Yes, and she was
That's special,
her being
man.
a doctor. she was actually there for his last breath. She helped a lot with the end of his life because we got to be with him and, spend time with him as he went down. And it was a blessing that he got to die at home, as my mother did too, but to be with them. And it sucks. Death sucks. But if you get to celebrate it with your family and be there with your family with it, she got to say goodbye, and she was a part of the care for him at the end. It was a beautiful thing.
That's priceless.
Yeah, it was special.
That's truly magical.
Yeah, so
see, somebody brought in, if you believe in God, which I do.
Yeah.
God made that occurrence happen.
100%, yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe that when there is a belief and you do have that trust in him, that it will transfer over into him putting together who's supposed to be in your life.
Yep.
And it came at the time where you needed somebody and you were developing that with her and you were falling in love with her.
Yeah.
And then got to meet your dad.
Yeah.
That's like killer. That's awesome, man.
It was beautiful.
God
it was
bless
really
you.
Nice. I was really lucky. And I
So how long? When did you get engaged? Like right before he passed, or
right after, right before he passed. Yeah, so we got engaged in 16. He died in 15. We got we got married in 17.
17.
We were engaged not long after that. So he was a part of all that. So before because we got engaged right away, not long after that. So
I love it. So like happily ever after is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, and a level of life that I never knew existed, like a level of peace and acceptance for who I am.
Big time.
Which her family gave me. They gave me such acceptance for me as a soul. Like I wasn't tarnished, screwed up at the way I always thought I was. The self-talk that you have in your head about how you're not good enough, you're not this enough, whatever. I'm always tortured in my own head.
Well, that's funny you say that because that's the kind of trials that I went through as well, where I took so long to heal from even wanting to get involved into anyone else. Like I literally have been alone. Yeah. It's only been 4 months with the person I'm seeing now, the guy I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
But before that, it was like I just needed to heal. I needed to like reflect, and I needed to kind of like get rid of the thought processes I had because he really did, my ex, make me feel worthless in a lot of ways that I didn't even really think I was, because I was such a badass businesswoman, tough. I can all I do is negotiate. Yeah. Like I'm brokering watches, I'm brokering diamonds, I'm buying diamonds back from people. It's a negotiation that I do on a daily on a phone. Yeah. And I feel like I'm pretty good at what I do. I would hope so after 32 years now. But it's when it comes to your love life or your like personal life, it was like I just didn't. Guys would want to always ask me out down here or in Cleveland, especially like what I do. So I had like, I don't like to talk about, but like a coach from like a basketball team, specifically the Cavs, and now he's the head coach for the Detroit Pistons. He's a very dear friend of mine, and I do his wife's jewelry. JB Brickerstaff, he's a big shot in the league, and his dad was like a legend in the league as a coach and everything. Like just huge. But, he would be like, I got to find somebody worthy of you. Like somebody that's going to be like worthy of you because you are such a kind-hearted, like all you ever want is for everybody to be happy. You stretch yourself too thin. You sell yourself too short because you just are trying to like make everybody else pleased. But then I'm like, I'm not dating that guy. Oh, you're beautiful. Yeah, you say that to 75 other girls a day. Beat it. Like I just didn't ever want to open up, and I was afraid. Sure. Because I just didn't think I was really good enough for anyone else.
I get it. Yeah.
After.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And then you meet somebody that is like so unbelievably pure and special. Yeah. And you're getting your cup filled, and you're almost feeling like it's too good to be true.
100%. Yeah.
So did you go through that?
Of course.
Because
why I didn't believe when she kissed me. I was like, what are you doing? Every day I pinch myself. I wake up because she's so good to me.
Gorgeous.
She's beautiful inside and out. Like her soul. She's just so caring, so loving. It's like I'll do anything for her. Like anything, because she just has given me a life I never imagined.
See, I always said that too. I always said like in my next chapter, which is now.
Yeah.
I want to be with someone that is like family oriented, that loves their mother, that wants to be around my family because we're a loud Italian. I mean, you sit at our table. It's like, who can't get the word in?
That's how it goes.
He's listening to me on the phone talk back in Cleveland, and I'm on speakerphone, and my aunt's in the background, and my cousin Rob's in the background. It's like, wait, what did you just say? And I got Heidi talking. I got Robert talking. I'm like, he's like, man, he's like, everybody's talking. I'm like, when you getting back home, stop by. We need to see you. We need Michelle time. Like, it's crazy. And I always wanted somebody that wanted to embody that. And my past relationship was the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Like, I would go to his house for family dinners, and you could hear a pin drop when you're sitting at the table. Yeah. And it wasn't because everybody had food in their mouths. It literally was like, I don't even know how to perform, and I got to talk. Yeah. Like, how are you guys all just not talking to each other? About. Like, it was just very cold.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be with somebody like that. I want to be with somebody that I can like travel with, that likes to go to concerts, wants to come to sporting events with me, get to share in the things I get the perks for. Yeah. It's like I get to share them with like all my friends. I'm like, hey, JR, I got floor seats at the Miami Heat game. I like on the floor. Yeah. Like $2,000 a seat ticket for free. You want to come? Yeah, let's go. How did you get those? I'm like the player personnel, the one that like runs the entire drafting position for the Miami Heat is my client. I did his wife's engagement ring. Or like I'll get a call from David Stern. David Stern, the commissioner that passed away. His grandson runs the Pelicans. David's my client. I do his daughter-in-law's jewelry, David's daughter-in-law, like David's mom and his son. Like so I got the family, right? David will call me. He'll be like, hey, Cavs are playing us. Come on in. I got you all. We're 4 seasons done. I want to like bring somebody to share that with.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm kind of ready for that new chapter in my life to share it with. But then I'm calling JR. I'm like, let's get the group together. We got rooms at the 4 seasons. I could get up to 2. Yeah. And let's all, or whoever else wants to come that wants to pay extra. I don't care if they stay at the 4 seasons or not, but I get these perks and I get to sit like courtside. Yeah. And then I get to like talk to my players for a minute and, high five them and be like, hey, I'm here for you. Need another Cuban link. Call me. But like,
that's your business.
It's my business. It's fun. I love what I do. I love what I do. And it's not about the money anymore for me. It's about just making people happy and putting people like you together that like you wanted to probably buy her the most special ring.
100%. Yeah.
You were like, I got to get this perfect ring for her. I don't care if it was 5,000 or 50,000. The number doesn't matter. It's like, I just want to get the perfect ring.
Yeah, it totally was.
That's the joy I get to hear with my stories. That's why I'm always interested in other people and how they met and connected. Yeah. Because like, I want that Hallmark movie. I want that happily ever after. Yeah. Yeah. I do. Because I poured so much into my other bottomless pit that, it devastated me. Yeah. And it's not the way I thought my life was going to journey out to be. But now I'm in this, going to be 50, and we're hitting that new side of life, 60, 50. We're all on that side of life now. Like 50's halfway.
But now, it sounds like it, right?
Like 3/4 of.
Yeah, no, I know. We get 4,000 weeks, and I got like 600 weeks left. So you think about that.
You're gonna have way more than that. What are you thinking? I hope so,
but
what do you plan on 80?
But on average, the average guy in the United States is 73 years old.
Have fun.
Yeah, no, live every minute. I couldn't agree more. But I wanted to say something about that because I think whatever happened in my relationships
from your past,
my past, gave me the appreciation that I have for the relationship that I'm in now. So, I so appreciate every single thing about every way she is that it really set me up to have a greater second half than the first half, or whatever I want to call it. If you're calling them halves or quarters or whatever they are.
You are not kidding. You are not kidding. Because I think it's like we just get it now. It's like you just get it. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's true. It's like you thought you got it in your 40s. You thought you were doing the right things, or breaking up with certain people, or you get your heart broken, or whatever it might be. Yeah. And then like now I'm like, no, this is what I will not settle for.
Right.
the boundaries, when you used to hear those words, like I didn't hear boundaries until I was going through
Didn't even know what
therapy.
it was, right?
Oh, no,
Right,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
like as I did do that to grow and develop, and I
Sure.
was working with a life coach who was a therapist.
We all
and
need that. It's good for
still
all of
working
us.
with a life coach, by
Yeah.
the way, same girl, because it kind of tweaks you and it kind of recenters you, and it kind of makes me go like, I feel like I'm out of control right now, but I'm getting a grip now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll call her and she'll just kind of like hone me back in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I needed that, Marisa. Thank you.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say was like, now with that and working through that, you know, she's like, you got to put up boundaries. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? What does boundaries mean? I'm not understanding this, right? And she's like, it's like what you literally will not accept anymore, that you bent the rules on constantly to sacrifice your own happiness and your own health and well-being.
Yeah.
You literally allowed people to walk on you.
That's all. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was always for the greater of like seeing them smile, but it didn't fill your cup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess I never really looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe just because of the way we were all raised, of like, you know, I was raised by a grandmother that all she ever did was self-serve people.
Serve them. Right. Yep. That's what the role.
Serve them.
Yeah.
It was like she was the last to sit down at that table, and we were like, she's washing the dishes.
And the
old
first to
school
get up
way.
to wash. Yeah.
I mean, hand wash the plates.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
Grandma, like Nuna, like you like let us like wash the dishes. Oh no, I got a system. Start to eat them own. You know, like, oh my gosh. Okay, we're all throwing our hands in the air like we're drying the dishes, like putting them away. She never had a dishwasher till the day she died.
Right. They did it all by hand. Yeah.
All by hand.
Yeah. Wasn't room.
89 years, 70 years in the same house.
Yeah.
All by hand.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there were no boundaries then, and the
no
boundaries they just did whatever anybody was pushing towards them. They just backed up and figured out a way
That's
around
it.
it and just did what they could.
But you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
watch that growing up, right? So that kind of subconsciously just becomes part of
Sure,
your life.
sure.
So you want to kind of almost follow in those steps of like.
It looks like that's what was modeled for you.
That was
That's
it.
Yeah, that was the way it was.
So it's like, even if I didn't want to do something that my ex-husband did want to do, and it was like maybe I really needed to do this, my shit always went on the back burner.
Yeah.
And then his stuff came in, and it was more important.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like sat there like, how am I like? And it was never with business. Business, I was like full force. That was like
But in your
a boundary.
personal-
No one was going to stop me
Yeah,
from
yeah,
working to make
yeah.
at a young
But
age.
in business, it works though to serve others that way.
Yes.
It makes you more successful. I mean that way you're serving another human. People love that. That's why they go to you. Like, you're serving me. I'm feeling very served. That's what you do. It makes you successful. So it excels in that area. It's great for that.
Agreed.
At home, for your peace and your own sanity, it doesn't, and we don't realize it. Right?
We don't realize
don't
it.
know that it's happening.
We don't realize
We
it.
sold our soul and we've given up. And
Correct.
We have no. We're all. It's all about them and not about us.
Right.
And-
So I was like always a constant problem fixer.
yeah.
I was always trying to put the Band-Aid on without even like sometimes even knowing what the heck I was putting a Band-Aid on for.
Yeah.
Like apologizing for something I don't know. I'm like, well, what did I do here?
Right.
Okay, tell me and make me understand what I did here, please.
Yeah.
Like, so when you grow up with that kind of like, you know, thing, right? And like then I see my mom and dad who are true partners.
Yeah.
That like my dad would always be there for my, like right now my dad is just like, I don't care. I want your mother well. I don't want to be without her. So we're going to like get through this, and she's going to do whatever it takes to get well. And then my mom saying one morbid thing she said that I don't like to be negative over, but she goes to me, well, we'll either be celebrating when I get the news or we'll be planning my funeral. I was like, well, we're and my dad's like, we're Kathy, we're not going there.
Yeah.
That's not what we're going to be talking about today. Like, and you know, and then I sit there in a meltdown and like start crying, but that's where I want somebody else to be there by my side to pick me up and say, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I want in my next
And you
chapter
deserve
because
that,
I
yeah.
didn't have that.
Yeah. You deserve it.
I was the one saying, I got you. And it was always like, well, you're successful. You're the one traveling for work. You're doing this. You're the one that's got to go out of town to a jewelry
what is
convention.
wrong with that? Right. That's part of your self-expression. It's who you are. It's
Right.
It's your makeup, and making it
18
wrong.
years ago, I was grinding it out to get to 18 years, now 20 years later, where I feel like I'm retired, but I'm not. I'm very blessed. But I have what I always wanted, which was what one of my jewelry store owners told me. He said, quality of life, Michelle. You want to build quality of life. You're not sitting behind an office desk anymore, grinding it out in four walls with no windows and then get to go home at 5 o'clock. You get to be on the beach brokering a diamond and making thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, whatever the number might be.
Yeah.
He's like, that's quality of life. Being able to go and spend time with your grandmother before she died. I stayed back in Cleveland for 6 months to be with her in her last 6 months of her life. Not her last 6 weeks or last 6 days, 6 months.
Precious time.
And that's where I get that because of the way I structured my life to be.
Yeah.
And I still got to make people happy, and I was still in my city where I built my baby anyway. So like, you know, Cleveland is like my baby. A lot of people, everybody knows me there.
Yeah.
Here, a lot of people know me too, but there it's my baby.
Yeah.
So he get on the phone. His name's Todd. He goes, "Aren't you so blessed and lucky to be able to be there with your grandmother at the end of her life? With
Never
your
regret
family?
that ever. I mean, what?
I got so much peace from being. I have no regrets.
Yeah.
I miss her. I wish she was still here. If Alzheimer's didn't take her mind, she'd still be here because physically she was healthy.
Yeah.
But to be able to have her in my life my entire life and grow up with her, because my mom was young when she had me. She was 21.
Right.
She got pregnant with me at 20, had me at 21.
Same. Yep. They're children. They're kids.
Yeah, they were kids.
Right.
God, if I had kids back then. Well.
I know, right?
And we grew up faster, right? Because of the way we grew up. Like, we were kicked out of the house going like, what are you doing inside?
Right. Get
Go
out of
outside
here.
and
Get
like
out of
play
here.
in the
Leave
street.
me alone. Come back when the moon's out. Yeah.
Right? We were told to go play in the street.
Please go play in the street. Right.
Come back with like scratches on your body. Jump from the tree already.
Yeah, exactly.
Go play
Get
hide
out
and
of
go
here.
seek, and we don't know what neighbor's house you're at because there's no such thing as cell phones. And
Right.
those were the good old days, man.
Yeah.
Riding
Yeah.
bikes and just walking everywhere. And it was funny because my ex-niece, right? My ex-husband's sister's daughter,
Yeah.
who's now 17. I watched her be born, right? When Lily was 7 years old, we were sitting at my mother-in-law's house, my ex-mother-in-law's house. And she looked over at me and she goes, "Aunt Shell," she called me Shell. She goes, "Aunt Shell," she said, "can you do me a favor and explain to me what that thing in that picture is?" It was like a phone on the wall, the rotary.
I love that.
I go, "Yeah, we had rotary phones back when I was a kid. I was born in 75, like, you know." And then she goes, what did that do? How did you guys talk?" And I said, "We talked." And then she goes, "How did you know to go to a party? Like, how did you communicate?" Like, you know, nowadays they talk, these kids nowadays, like even some of my younger generation, like my doctors and stuff that I have that call me for something, they don't call me, they text me.
Sure.
Or they'll, "Let's just do this via email." I'm like, "No, I got to hear your voice. I got to hear the passion. I want to know like where you met this girl that you want to buy her first birthday gift, and you've been dating for a year and you're both residents, and how you got referred to me, which doctor told you to come to me, and you came highly recommended, whatever. I want to hear like how you met her. Like we can make this special that way." An email doesn't do anything for me.
No, you miss all that. You don't get all that. You don't get the tone. You don't get the personality. It can be misinterpreted.
Yeah.
It's not the human behind
So
it.
they'll sit there and they'll go, "Oh no, I'm talking to him right now." And I'm like, "Lily, you're texting right now." And by the way, you're 7 years old.
Yeah.
And you're doing more at 7. Like we were outside, like looking at the clouds, saying, "Oh my God, there's a dinosaur." Like at 7 years old, these kids are like, "Oh no, I'll get into your phone. I'll tell you this and that. Now, well, you want to switch your ringtone here, this." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" But she like had no idea how we all communicated. And like I look back at that and I'm like, that is such a big product of like why I was who I was growing up, because I love to talk to people. I love getting like you, and why you're doing this platform is to talk to people. I would not trade that for the world.
It actually it's a missing now because
it is.
Our minds never have a moment of rest. They're always being stimulated by something. There's never boredom. Like literally, you go in line somewhere and it's automatic for me. If I gotta wait, I pick it up. I just do it. it's a natural thing to do, but your mind is never off. It's always like, so when you have those moments where we had moments, like if you were on an airplane years ago and you didn't have a magazine or a book, you had to be bored.
No kidding.
You had to be bored. You had to sit there for 2.5 more hours, and you got done with the Delta magazine, and then you got nothing else, and that's it. You got to sit and either talk to somebody or be bored.
That's right.
Doesn't
That's
exist
right.
now. There's no
Doesn't
moments
exist
like that.
now. Everybody's got their headphones in and their phones open, and they're like, "Leave me alone. I just want to get through this flight
Yeah.
and get where I'm going." And like, I don't really want to get to know who my neighbor is.
No, you don't, and you just.
And I'm
you're in
not
your
saying
own
you
world.
want to talk to everybody, because some people you sit next to and maybe you want to tune out for an hour of the flight or whatever. But I always, and I'll tell you this about me, I always say hello to the people on each side of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let's just get
course.
there and like, you guys going with family? Are you visiting somebody in Florida or wherever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to see my grandmother. I'm going to see my uncle. I'm going to see my sister and the kids, whatever.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Enjoy your trip. Like, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know. I don't want to sit there just like, okay, like this thing
Right,
crashed.
it's awkward.
Today.
You're closer to
I
them
kind
than
of
you
want
are
to
in
know
real
you're going
life.
to pull the thing for me.
My wife and I were on a flight coming back from the West Coast, and she loves the end seat, so I get the middle. I hate the middle, but I'll do it because she travels more than I do. So you have the end, I'll have the middle. Inside,
What a good guy.
Inside
He gives
on
the wife.
no,
Oh,
she's too good to me. So inside on
beautiful.
on the window seat, this young mom comes in. She's got a little 1.5, maybe 2-year-old. She gets in the seat. She's trying to get situated, and all she does, she goes like this. She takes her kid and she goes like this. She doesn't say anything to me. She just hands me her child. So I take the kid, the
oh
little
my
boy,
gosh.
and we're hanging out. She's getting situated, and I'm waiting for her to say, give my kid back. The whole flight, she never asked for the kid back. So he and I just hung out for the whole flight, like my little buddy. And we never even really talked, her and I. We didn't say much, but he and I were just like chilling with each other. First time that ever happened to me, I thought, this is a little weird, but it was okay. Like, we bonded. Me and the little guy bonded. I thought she was going to let me keep him and tell me to keep the little guy.
Oh, that's so cute. How old are your kids now? I mean, because
30,
you're 60,
my son just
so
turned
like,
31. And
oh my gosh, you don't
daughter's
look like you
30.
could have a 31-year-old. No
I got
way.
Beautiful kids. Yeah, I had them younger, but not that young. Yeah, I got grandkids. Yeah, I got 2
What?
grandkids. Yeah.
God bless you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
grandkids.
wonderful.
Yeah, I got
That was one
beautiful
thing I
grandchildren.
didn't do for my mom that, she's like, I'm an Italian mother and I don't have grandchildren. Now, my sister, she has 3 step boys that
Yeah.
she chose that path for herself just
Yeah.
because of the circumstances when she met. Her husband was later in life too. So she just said, I'm not having kids this late. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy I met my man. I love his children. I want
Yeah.
to be a stepmom to them.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of almost in that shoe now where my boyfriend has 2 kids. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
We're doing
I'm blessed.
IVF. We're trying to have a baby. Well, she's
Congratulations.
Yeah, we have a embryo that's being implanted in October. So
Oh my
I love
gosh.
kids. I love kids, and so I'm.
You're
about
excited
that.
for this.
Very much so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And God bless her too. She's how
40.
old
She's
now?
40.
40? Okay. She's
So her egg production
she's-
is not up there, so that's why
correct.
we have to
Correct.
get it in now.
Correct.
Happen now. So we
Yeah.
got the embryo
See,
is
things
on
happen for
ice
a reason.
in somewhere in the state of Florida, which is being shipped back over here. We think it's a little Mike, my father-in-law's name, because he got, well, we don't know. We didn't have but you can have everything checked now. But
of course you can.
we were in the middle of an IVF cycle when my father-in-law passed, and in February, and you can't stop the cycle because you already paid for it. So the day after we took him off life support, we had to go to Miami to harvest the follicles for her to get the eggs. And
Wow.
of those, there weren't a lot. There was only 3. And a lot of times women will get, 20 or 30 when they're taking all these drugs, or 15, 20. She had 3. And so we didn't think there was a good chance that the egg would get fertilized because the odds are low. But it made it past the first stage, then the second stage, and then you get it tested to see if it has any abnormalities, and it graded as an A. So we just think that's the miracle one, because we've done it 3 or 4 times, more than that. So we think that's little Mike, maybe.
Okay, good. We have a little Michael coming into the world, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's just keep that positive
Yeah.
and let's keep you going on this journey.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
really
killer
cool.
to hear.
Yeah, it's
See,
exciting.
This is what I love about business too, and like friendships and how you develop them and get to know more people down here. Because I want to send 1 million people to this salon starting today. I'm dead serious. Like, period, end of story. Number one, you're so kind and gracious. And to do something like this, to get to know people, I mean, it's just, to me, it's a magical thing, right? And it's also like that, like with you, like I my color is, look at this gray coming through right now. It's like nice and thick.
Thank God for that.
Thank
we wouldn't have
God
a business
for
without that. We need that. We need gray. It's a good thing.
Thank
people
God
have
for
it, but
people
you're
like
good for it. No, it's good.
To make me look like I'm still 35. Because you know, it's you want to connect with someone, and here I don't really have a connection with anyone at all.
Okay.
In Cleveland, I do. My cousin does my hair in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
down here, I don't. Like, she just cut my hair, so
Yeah.
and you know, did my last color on it, which you could see how many weeks that is now. It's probably like 5, I think, since I was last in Cleveland, and I had it touched up with her,
right,
and like.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that, because JR had mentioned that to me too as well. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to love this guy, spoke so highly of you, you know, and he's like, you're so nice. He's so, like, this is how we all are. Like, we all want to just like grow and, you know, and get to know people. And that's how it is in my business too. Like, when I get to meet somebody like you, now I get to hear how your journey is going to go with having another child.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's awesome for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's
awesome for
a
her.
big deal, because we especially, you know, we never expected her father, because her father, the way you described your dad, was vital, healthy, fit. I mean, he looked, you know, he didn't look a day over 45. He looked so good. He was so physically, bike 30 miles a day. Just the last person on earth you'd ever think was going to die suddenly, the way we found him.
That's the
He had
problem.
a brain bleed, and it just was so sudden.
So
We
he had
this
an
little-
aneurysm.
Yeah.
Like
just
a stroke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just bled out. Happened when he
my-
woke up in the middle of the night,
Oh,
and
my
we found him on the
God.
floor 2 days later.
Oh, my
he was
God.
still alive. I don't know
Oh,
how.
my God.
You know, we don't even know how he was still alive. But his brain had shifted. He had a midline shift, which when the brain shifts off the stem, it's
Yes.
you're done. He was,
You're done. There's no recoil. There's no coiling it or
There
anything.
was nothing to do. His heart was still beating. We don't know how he was still. You know, we never expect.
Because he didn't go brain dead yet, probably.
He was.
He had a
was-
strong heart.
That's what it was.
That's
and even
what it
when we
is.
took him off life support, we took him off the ventilator, his heart beat for another 40 minutes on its own. It was still pumping. It was such a strong heart, such an incredible
Whoa.
man. You never ever know. And I think towards the end of we didn't know it was the last week, but this last week of his life, it was almost as if he somehow knew, because we had dinner with him on Sunday night. We had this beautiful dinner with my wife and he. And my wife had this presentation to do the next day, and she practiced it on him. And he was so proud. You know, he was beaming like a great father. And he had gone to the car show that day. He had been out on the boat. He had seen a hockey game the night before. Then he had dinner with his other daughter the next night, Monday night, and his sister-in-law. They had this big, beautiful dinner. And then that was the last night. The love of his life from Cleveland was
my
going to
God.
move here. She had just retired. She was going to move here to be with him.
Oh, my God.
So he had this great future set up.
Whoa.
It was right before Valentine's Day. He was going to take her to Key West, and they were going to have a great time. So it was like he went out on top. He was so fit. He was so vital. He looked so good. He felt so good. And I think he's a big believer in God. He just knew God had all the answers, and God was the way. And the way he treated other humans was if he was an apprentice of Jesus. Literally, he didn't preach. He preached in a way that as if he was serving you in that way, not like you should be this way. He
did it like in
lifted you-
Jesus's teachings of ways to
100%.
do
Just
it.
the way he lifted others up. He was always there for people. You know, always there.
Pure guy.
Yeah.
Well,
like
you
giving
know,
all the time.
he's in his memory and in his hands now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, he's right where
he's
said to
taken
be.
care of.
Yep.
He's taking
Having a good
care
time
of.
up
The
there
hard
and-
thing about that is not having them with us selfishly
Miss him.
anymore.
Just miss him. I know.
That's
yeah,
the
man.
that's
Just miss
the
him.
that's the double-edged sword that we're all faced with, right?
Yeah.
It's to me, it's pretty deep when you go there, right?
Yeah,
See, that's why I love to do the things I love to do. That's why I love to like be able to share what I get to do and the perks of my business and the people I get to come across and meet and develop friendships and relationships with.
Yeah.
I love to share that stuff with people.
Yeah.
So like if I could call, my friend Chad and Michelle that have never been to an NBA game in their life and give them floor seats where the basket is right there and they're sitting next to the TNT cameras and they
Yeah.
feel like they're celebrities themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, how did you do this? These are like, for this game, like $800 a ticket. Like we could never do that.
Yeah.
And they would never do that for
They
themselves.
wouldn't do it. Right.
And I'm like able to go, here you go. Let's all go. We're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
They're like, holy cow. Like, Michelle, like, what do we owe you for? I'm like, you're my friend. I get to do something special for you. So that's just like what it's all about, right? Because you just never know.
Well, it's a bucket list experience. When he was
It is.
JR was sharing with me the trip, his trip, just what it meant for him to be with his friends like that, to be at the Yankee game, to be with the people that he loves, and that.
Yeah.
In that, I mean, it was a bucket list item, like literally something
He
so
said
special
I wanted
for
to
him.
get my dad there and sit
Yeah.
down at a Yankees
It was
game
really
with my
special.
father because his
Yeah.
father hasn't been back to Yankee Stadium, I think, since the old one was torn down.
Wow. Yeah.
And the new one was built. So when he called me, he goes, Michelle, we got to get this together. Not only did we get it together, we literally sat first base line right between home plate
awesome.
and first base, and we were like row 4 from the field.
That's awesome. Ah.
And I was able to pull that off for everyone.
Yeah, he was pumped.
And he was
excited
like,
about that.
I don't know how you do this. I'm like, it's all my connections. I have a ton of connections.
Yeah.
It's just how it works in my industry. So if I could do something for somebody, I'm pulling it off and doing it. We went to the Stanley Cup Finals. JR,
He
me.
went. I saw it on his Facebook. I saw pictures of it.
Yeah, we
he
went to the Stanley Cup
see the
Finals game. Oh my God, it was so
Panthers,
fun
yeah.
to be. And I've never been to a Stanley Cup final, but to
Yeah.
be able to go over on the other coast and
Yeah.
watch it happen, and then they win it this year.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
awesome.
we were at Game 4, so it was like
That's
that
awesome.
pivotal. They lost that game, and then
Right.
they came back and won
They finished it
Game
off.
6, right, or 7.
Yeah.
But to go to a Stanley Cup Finals and be there in Florida and just drive over for the game, and we sat right corner, like we were row 8 from the ice. We were corner seats. They were like $1,500
I saw
a
the
ticket
seats.
seats.
There's pictures on his Facebook. I saw it.
Insane.
They were great seats. I saw that.
Insane. I have chills still. I almost like don't believe I was there. I looked at JR the next day and I was like, can you believe that we all went to this?
That was awesome.
He's like, yeah, it was just so freaking cool. It was like amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So like, I don't know. Enjoying life is like a critical thing. For me, it's like fulfilling by making people happy and being able to do something for somebody to make them feel special. I think that's just like why I chose the business I'm in. Because like, for example, the other day, my customer Dawn from Cleveland moved to Cincinnati, right? Calls me up on the phone. No, doesn't call me. I ship her jewelry. I made her up from a mother's ring of hers that her mother passed away. So they were divvying up all the jewelry in the family, and she ended up getting this cluster, white gold cluster ring. Diamonds are all mishmash in size, really hard to work with, right? She looks over at me and she goes, what can you do with this? Because I'm never going to wear this ring. It's going to sit in my box. My kids don't want it. Either I'm going to scrap it out and just give me whatever scrap value is for the gold. Tell me what you give me for the diamonds.
Yeah.
Which was probably maybe only like $300 or $400 to be brutally
Right.
honest with you.
Yeah.
I go, do you really need Dawn? Do you really need the $300-400 that bad? No. I go, why don't we make you up a straight line, like diamond, not tennis bracelet, but like it's called a station bracelet where the diamonds get bezels set in these little tubes, right? And then you do a yellow gold bracelet. And then in between the chain, we weld. I have my jewelers because I have jewelers here. I have casting shop here. I have CAD designers here. And then in Cleveland, Ohio as well. I have a whole facility that I use, right? So I go, well, weld. I'll have my jeweler, Mike, weld in between every inch, let's just say, or every half inch, a diamond. Then you could wear it as like a diamond bracelet. And then we could make one for your daughters with some of the leftover diamonds. We could each make them a diamond pendant using the diamonds. And just put a little diamond in a white gold bezel and wear it. And, now the girls can layer their necklaces and do this kind of stuff. And then she goes, I would have never thought of doing any of this with this stuff. And then I go, and then we can make a diamond, because there was a bunch of them, but we can make a diamond matching necklace for you and do a bracelet and a necklace with them. And now you could wear this as an every single day piece to the beach with jeans or a cocktail dress. And you'll never have to take them off of your neck or your wrist unless you want to switch up stuff. She's like, okay, I'm in. call me with a quote. So I just ship her the stuff, right? Now she's getting it, not seeing it other than me snapping a picture of it in the jewelry boxes at my desk and then saying, here you go, coming to you FedEx, here's your tracking number, let me know when you get the product. She sends me a text message and she goes, I opened the boxes, perfect, absolutely stunning, Michelle. Once again, you crushed it for me. Now I can wear my mom's stuff and be proud to wear it. And you just put a special place where hers is around my neck, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm reading this message she wrote me and I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not taking this text message and sending her back another text message, what we were talking about. I get on the phone and I call her. I go, she answers, she goes, oh my God, Michelle, I'm so happy. I'm like, did your kids get the necklaces yet that I made for them? She's like, just gave them to them not too long ago. Yes, they have them. They're sitting here in the house. We just were waiting for the package to come in because you have to sign for it, right? She goes, I cannot believe. I go, that's why I'm calling you right now because that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear your voice. I wanted to hear that I made you happy and that everything came out perfect. Like you like the length of everything. They like their, if they're 16, 18, they like the way they fit them. They like the style of the chain I picked because she put it all in my hands to do this for her. Yeah. And then she's like, I thank you for calling me because thanks for picking up the phone and calling me. I go, come on. You're my customer, but forget about being my customer. I just wanted to hear your expression and just know how happy you were. So when I end any sale, all my guys that get rings from me, this is what I do. I go, I want 3 things from you when they come to pick up the ring and I'm delivering it to them. I'm like, I want 3 things from you. I want a phone call or a picture on my phone saying she said yes, that the ring fit her. Because if we have to make any sizing adjustments, we'll do that after she's going around selling, it's too big on her finger, but I'll put some a ring guard or some twine underneath it or a Band-Aid to just keep it where it's, because you know how it is when a woman I know I'll do that. Hopefully if I ever get married again someday or I don't, whatever, I'll commit to somebody and wear a ring. But you want to go like this. Everybody, we're engaged. We're committed to each other, whatever. And I go, so make sure you tell me if the ring needs any adjustments because there's no charge for me to do that for you. And then I'm like, and I want to know how happy I made her. Like, I want to know that I made the ring exactly the way that she wanted it, or it's what you thought she wanted. And they're like, you really want to know all that? Yeah. Like, you're not just selling us a ring and then saying, bye, congratulations, good luck to you. I can't wait to see you in a year for the wedding bands. No, I want that. Yeah. And that's what I get. And that's priceless to me. I get the text message with the, oh my God, here it is on her finger. She said yes. Michelle, she loves it. It's beautiful. Yeah. And then I'll call them and I'm like, congratulations. Anything you need at all, you call me. You want the ring cleaned and polished? No charge. Bring it into me. I'll get the diamonds checked every year. That's the way I give back to my customers on the wholesale level. Because all these big jewelry stores, yes, they may say they do all that, and they do. I mean, you're paying for it on the back end. Yeah. Okay, because the cost that they implement into that ring for that stuff, right? And then they're like, oh, no charge. I'll steam your ring. I'll clean it every year. Bring it in. We'll check the diamonds and make sure it's nice and tight and all the other little stones around it, whatever. Yeah, easy. For me, that's my advertisement. When they have a beautiful ring on their finger that I actually created for them or they picked out and whatever, and I get to make that ring look like the day they got it every single year again, it's like, wow, that ring is beautiful. Who made it for you? Yeah. So that's the way I advertise. Yeah. Is I want my customers to come to me for everything. You need a repair job. You broke a chain. Give it to me. I'll get it fixed for you. The jewelry stores will charge you $100. I'm charging you 55 or 40. Like, I don't need that extra. I want to make people happy. And then they could come back to me for everything because I'm full service.
It's very personal. It's a very personal experience. Thing. Yeah. And the whole process is personal. I mean, you reminded me of the process of me going through that with Michelle and the whole,
like, whoever you use.
It was a big deal. So she had a look she wanted and she wanted to design it. Yeah. The whole process was extremely, it It was personal. It was. But I could the intimate level that you get with people is unique. I think it's more so than a storefront. I think there's more to it.
Yeah.
And I it's a very memorable experience, not just the will you marry me, but the process leading up to that and then after that. There's a lot that goes into it.
Big
and the
time.
emotional experience from my heart,
Yes.
I remember vividly. And I know for anybody going through it, it's a big deal. And it's something you're going to remember for the rest of your life. So you being a partner with them is kind of cool because it is so special.
Yeah, my
This
whole
guy's getting
thing
ready.
is, oh yeah,
I was gonna talk about that.
okay. Because my whole thing is, I would love to. My whole thing is too, like, I get to like go to people's houses, right? Like like some of my athletes that I get to do some things for. I get to go to their houses and like meet with them because a lot of them don't want to go into a store and have like, some do. Some want the ego of like being soireed and who you are. Let's bring out the champagne and blah, 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 blah. You know, I have the same thing if you want it, but it's like, I want to like hang out with you. Like a lot of my clients are like, hey, we're throwing a cookout next week. Wanted you to stop by. Come on over. I got some people here that I want to introduce you to, that I want to tell about you and what you did for my wife and how you made her exactly what she wanted and you saved us so much freaking money. Let's go. And I'm like, sure, I'll pop over for a beer or a cocktail or whatever. I mean, it happens to me all the time. Hey, we're taking the boat out. And I'm a member of a yacht club in Cleveland that I just became a member of. And like, you know, hey, we're taking the boat out. Hop on the boat, Michelle. You know, we're having a drink at the bar. And the next thing I know, and I'm on this 60-foot yacht, this $3 million boat with people that I like just a meeting because of one person that I took care of that was like, this girl's quality. This is who you want to buy jewelry from. She's low key, under the radar. Like she knows everybody. Like she just wants to make you happy. She wants to just, you know. And so like for me, it's like being a jeweler's concierge versus being a jewelry store.
Yeah.
So I get to like, you know, then all of a sudden I'm getting phone calls like, hey, by the way, we're pregnant. Like you, like, hey, we're pregnant. That's what's triggering me to say this right now. I'm having a baby, our first baby. I got to get her a push present, Michelle. Tell me what we need. Of course, you know, the birthday's in March. You know, I don't even know what the birthstone is for March, but like, let's make her up a necklace or something. I want to have her like for the baby. And I'm like, I got you. You know, and it's guys that they don't want to think half the time. Like they got enough on their plate with working and then they got, you know, with me, they just want me to like take care of it. Once they get to know me and they know that I've got their back and they know, hey, listen, you made my wife so happy with the first 5 purchases. I don't think 6 is going to fail, you know? And then I get to like do it again. And then I get to see the second kid born. And then I'm being invited to a christening or a birthday party or, because I want to be friends with my customers, you know. I mean, I give a shit. Like I actually care.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have that, so that's where I am a little different. I'm not saying that the big stores or the high end family owned stores in any town, I don't care where it's at, I do business with them. I broker diamonds to them, so of course, you know, when they're calling me, it's, you know, for something for their stores, you know, in Pennsylvania or Michigan or whatever, Cincinnati, Columbus, you know. But I get to have that personal difference of being on my side of the fence.
It makes it unique.
Yes.
It's very different.
So I always tell people, you're not coming into the flash. I'm not sitting here with $1 million of, you know, merchandise in this case that like, if it's not sold, I'm holding the nut on that product.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have those stresses. I will build you exactly what you want. You bring me exactly what you're looking for. It's no different than somebody coming in and saying, I want Kim Kardashian's haircut right now. I want my hair to look like this from this picture.
Yeah.
And you say, we'll create that for you. You know, now you might have this shape of a face different from this shape of a face. So the angle may not lay with the style or texture of your hair, but you're giving that knowledge to somebody to make them look their best. That's what I do. Some guy will come to me and say, I got $5,000. I've got $3,000. And I can't, for $3,000, get what I think I can get her from a jewelry store. All I'm looking for is somebody to just give me the biggest and the best for my money. And then I come in. And my profit margins are here. They're not here. So I'm able to deliver that. It's special.
Tell me about the world of now, because manufactured diamonds.
Oh, yeah, the
whole
lab
new-
grown.
Lab grown.
Big.
What
A lot of
are
big
they?
jewelry
What's
stores
going
don't
on in
wanna
that
sell 'em.
world? Yeah.
So it was probably closer to maybe 7 or 8 years ago now when the product really started to like explode to a level of we knew the industry went from hundreds of millions to literally billions and billions and billions. And a lot of people at that time when COVID hit 2020, they kind of like started to take over a little bit more. The advertising was more pushed. People were at home watching TV more, starting to see the like commercials like lab grown, lab grown. And then De Beers had to like start to like put out a different commercial, okay, to say natural is real, like real is rare. That was their whole stick, like real is rare. Because they started to see that with for the money difference of a lab, which by the way is real. I was freaked out because being a gemologist and growing up in the business with like the moissanite journey that happened for 5 minutes in the 90s. I started in 1993. So 1992 going into 1993 is when I started in the industry. And then there was a period in like 1997, 1998, 90, that these moissanite things said like they were real because they were testing real on a diamond tester, but they were not real. They're still they're not synthetic, but they're not anything. Now the lab-grown diamonds, they are actually able to clone a lab-grown diamond. So here's the situation with that. You have a glass of water. You take that water outside in minus 32 degrees, right? So below freezing or freezing. And it is able to freeze in that cup. But it takes time, right? For that glass to freeze. But you go to your ice maker and you put that cup underneath your ice maker and you got instant ice. When it melts, it's still water. So if you take that cup of ice that was from the freezer, that was frozen in an expedited chamber, and you take the natural water that had to take 4 hours to completely freeze over versus 30 seconds, and it melts. And now you got two glasses, same glasses, sitting outside by each other. You tell me which one is the one that came from the freezer or the one that was naturally frozen outside. Still water,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Or like in vitro or anything else. It's still a baby.
Yeah.
How it was done, maybe it wasn't natural,
Right.
but it's still a baby.
Yeah.
You can't tell me when your son is born, identical to that, by the way, it's scary to say this to you, that when your son is born, all of a sudden it's not, well, it's not a real, it's a human.
Yeah.
So lab diamonds are real. They were just expedited in a chamber. We call them like microwaved in the wholesale side. Like they were nuked really quick.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're making them at such a fast rate right now. They were able to expedite the process of them, which has brought them down in price. So you're still getting a real diamond, certified, laser inscribed from GIA. All the cert companies now laser inscribe them and certify them. GIA, IGI, EGL, all of them. And you're saving a ton of money. So a natural, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say a 2 carat. A natural 2 carat round brilliant cut diamond in today's market is probably around 12 to 17,000, just depending on the quality of the stone, the cut, all the specs. In the lab market, it's like $5,000.
Wow. Third of the price. Wow.
Or less.
Or less.
Or
Wow.
less. I'm just giving like
Yeah.
rough numbers.
So so looking at two side by side,
Can't tell.
can't tell.
And I'm a gemologist.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things you can see in like a straight line tennis bracelet that we're all starting to catch now of like the shape of the stones are all identical and measured exactly the
So
same. We're like a
perfect.
natural,
Yeah.
correct, so perfect. We're like a natural world. You know, you might have one that's like 2.1 millimeters and one that's 2.2 millimeters. And like,
Gotcha.
you know, tables are off and all of that kind
But
of
you
stuff.
really have to look close to see
Oh,
something
but nobody
like that
can tell.
to
I'm a
figure it out.
gemologist. If your wife had a 3 carat on her finger, I'm not going to think that it's a lab. I'm going to be like, wow, that's a beautiful diamond.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
It's really what fits your bill, what you're comfortable buying. All I want from when a customer walks in my door is 2 things: that you walk out assured and comfortable and confident in knowing what you purchased from me. And you know what you purchased from me.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 things.
Yeah.
If I do that, I've done my job for the day and I've made somebody very happy. That's it. And if I did that, hopefully down the road, you might tell one or two other people about me and maybe they'll call. Like it's all referral for me. Like everything I do is just under the ground referral. I don't need to advertise. It's just what I do is just, it's an oiled machine at this point.
Yeah. So you've evolved
Right.
in business with that. So these old school companies, how are they adapting to this? Or are they not?
You know
are they
what? A
fighting
lot of
it?
them are not selling them. I'm not going to mention any stores that I know of, but I do know of that literally if you walk into and say, hey, I want to buy a 4-carat oval lab grown diamond today for my girlfriend or my wife or whatever, I want an anniversary, they're going to be like, sorry, we're just not dealing in those. We're only dealing in the natural. Because what's happening is naturals have come down so significantly to tighten that gap.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And it's like anything, right? Like if all of a sudden the salon next door to you opens up and they're just as equal as you, and now they're doing a haircut for $30 cheaper than you, and now you're getting, you're seeing people. You're going to kind of want to go, okay, we need to level off a little bit here, like really evaluate what's going on. Or no, I don't need to do that. I'm not going to sacrifice that because the quality of the people that I have working for me, I know are going to deliver better than what they're going to get over there. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what some of these stores are shifting to. Some of these stores are saying, like, I don't need to bend to those rules because I am who I am, and I've got the people that only want to buy
in that
this.
market. Yeah.
And they stay in that market, and they stay tough. It's like the COVID thing with the face mask. I'm not conforming to you telling me that I got to make all my customers walk in with a face mask. No way. No way. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with my people. I was like, hey, if you don't want to come and see me, that's on you. I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not that I always put that out, but I didn't. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not complying or conforming when I don't have to. So that, or then you've got some of the smaller mom and pop stores that have been like a family owned business and whatever. And they're like, well, if we don't get in on this bandwagon, we're going to start losing thousands of dollars because our clientele is, just starting out in that market. So I always say it's really what's comfortable for you to, I'll sell it. I sell them a lot actually. And I broker a lot of them, but I want my people that sit down with me to know this is what it is. This is what it will always be worth. So know what you're purchasing and what you're spending today. This is what you'll never get back out of it because there's no trade-in values to them. There's upgrades. You can upgrade it. But as far as saying like, I want to sell it, nobody's buying them back.
Okay.
Okay. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
However, if somebody does want a big, nice, real, even though it was done expedited versus being under the earth for hundreds and thousands of years.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea because then you could put your money into other assets, other things that are worth money.
Yeah. Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when young kids come to me, like young kids, like I don't want to call you a kid, you're a man, but at my age you could be my kid. So, I look at it like this. If you want to buy a home, and let's say you have X amount of dollars on a home here, right? And then they come to me and they go, man, I really could drop 10 grand on a ring, but I really want to put some money into like this home that I'm going to have. I want the property. I want the investment. I kind of almost look as like a mom where I say, I agree. I would spend $3,000 to $4,000 and get her the same carat weight, better quality, in a gorgeous white gold or yellow gold setting, because gold right now is through the roof. It's like this bracelet, this real tennis bracelet, is actually the gold's worth more than the diamonds right now because gold's trying to get over $3,300 an ounce. Wow. But and it's only going up. It's not going to really go down. But what I want to say to that is, I would rather see you take that remaining $7,000 and put it in your kitchen, or put it in windows in your house, or I don't know, anything, right?
Sure, makes
anything
sense,
that's going to make you value.
Yeah.
The ring's not going to value you.
Yeah.
It's a generational thing that will be passed down. Like maybe someday, like she'll give it to your future daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
When he gets, like, it's an heirloom piece to pass down. But as far as like, and everybody says, well, buy GIA, and then let's say you buy a ring for $100,000 or $50,000 or $20,000, or when you go to sell that rings to somebody like me who's a wholesaler, you're only getting it at what I'm going to pay for it off of Rappaport, which is like the report of diamonds that is the standard of what price per carat costs. Like, so I'm going to maybe offer you, let's just say like $2 or $3 grand. And you're going to go, wait a minute, I bought this ring for like, well, yeah, you paid the inflation on it. You paid for somebody's profit margin. You're not getting all that profit margin back. Well, no, the ring appraised through the insurance company for the insurance company at like $3 grand more than I paid for it. True, because if you had to go and get that ring replaced by another retail jewelry store,
Okay.
they have to get their money out of it. So yes, that's what the replacement value would be, as if you had to go rebuy it somewhere else. That doesn't mean you're getting that amount from anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do say to people that are on a budget or whatever, put your money into something that's worth it, and then get her this beautiful ring. And then down the road, if you want to really upgrade her or buy her that 1 carat natural diamond because it means so much to you, you could always go and do that at any time. You know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of how I've always been. I like to advise. I like to, because it's, you know, I just want people to like feel good about what they're buying.
Yeah.
So if I could give you that pro and con, and I'm not saying I'm the only one that does that. Plenty of jewelry stores out there in the world that are ethical will all do the same thing.
Yeah.
You should. You should want somebody that's a little confused or stressed to like have that ease of like what they're purchasing.
Yeah.
So his age group, even somebody in their 30s that got divorced or whatever that's rebuying again is like, hey, listen, I went through that mess my first time around. She made out. She got the $15,000 ring. This time it's for love. She doesn't care what's on her finger. She just wants me to get engaged to her. We just want to be married.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, great. I'm like, I'll show you a lab and I'll show you a natural and you decide for yourself. And I'll tell you what the lab is worth and I'll tell you what the natural is worth. And I'll tell you that when you do buy the lab, it's yours forever. Unless you want to upgrade it with me, we could go and do a trade-in, whatever. But buying it back, you're getting zero.
Yeah. That makes so much sense. It really,
It does.
I mean, it's a no-brainer, it seems like, because, you know, there used to be what were they called? Cubic zirconia?
Yeah,
CZs,
CZs.
right?
Those are like $10.
Yeah, right.
I mean, when
That
people
was the
say like, well,
difference.
I don't care if it's a CZ, I'm like, no, she's really going to care if it's a CZ.
Yeah, that's another
like, she's
world.
going to be so pissed off at you that like, I don't even want to be the one to sell it because then she's going to be so pissed off at me. Right. No, thank you. Juice is not worth the squeeze in that situation at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. The Claire's look.
Correct.
Yeah. But that was the only alternative.
It was.
There was no alternative. There was nothing else.
And they're just hard plastic and they scratch and they look like garbage after about 6 months to a year wearing them. So like, no, I'm out on that one.
Yeah.
But the labs have just blew my mind away where I never wanted anything to do with them. And once my cutters in Chicago and New York told me, Michelle, you better get on this bandwagon. If you don't get on the lab-grown diamond bandwagon, you are missing out on a giant chunk of our future. You know, a giant chunk.
Yeah.
By the way, I know everybody says like, oh, it's because you're saving the earth. And then you get the tree huggers. They're like, oh, you're saving the planet by not fracking and going. That's all BS. Because actually the gases in the chambers that they do use are way more toxic because it would be what natural gases are from the earth. But don't buy it because you're thinking you're like environmentally saving the planet because that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Buy it because you want to save some money for yourself. You want the big look. You want to please your girlfriend. You know, and you want to put some extra money in your pocket for things that would probably really matter.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I kind of like roll the dice with that one to my clients.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you know what, when in the end, they're just so confident in what they bought because you just like laid it out. They're not there to know what the heck you're talking about. You're there to know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like you. If I tell you thin my hair out and you say, honey, I can't go too thin on your hair. You're the expert, not me. You know how my heart. I go like this. Hey, I trust you.
Yeah. Well, I love that you.
I love
that you.
I love that.
You also. It doesn't always compute because the cynicism in any human would be like, why would you sell the one that's a third of the price? That's not in your best interest. Like,
No,
that's weird.
Oh
Why
no,
would you do that?
people say that all the time too. Like You're telling me to not spend 7 with you. You're telling me to spend 3 instead of 7. Like, where's the gift in that for you? And it's like, hey, listen, you spend the money on the 7, you're only making me more money. Great, thank you very much. But I'm just giving you the option of what your choices are so that you don't someday go like this. If she would have just told me to spend the 3 instead of the 7, I would have probably been happier.
Now. Yeah.
Like there's always that side to everything, right?
Sure.
Always that side to everything.
Yeah.
It was like my best friend in Cleveland, one of my, like a big sister to me. Their family owns Montrose Auto Group. I mean, they're the billionaires. They're like true billionaires family. Like they own mega car dealerships. Okay. I trust me to go buy my cars from her. I lease my cars from her. So when I go to the dealership and I'm like, okay, I had the Jaguar last time. Now I want the Range Rover. You know, I switch out whatever brand I choose to get, whatever. I'll look at her and I'll be like, okay, why should I take this Velar? Because I have the Range Rover Velar, right? And she goes, because when your ass hits that seat every single day and you get in that car to drive it, you're going to call me and you're going to say, God, I love you. Because she knows I could afford it, right? So I'm like, is that your sales pitch to me? She's like, go ahead, take it for a drive, Michelle. You're going to freaking love this car. You know, it's when the new Velars came out. Now I have my
Don't say it. My
one.
wife's going to listen to this because that's the car she talks about all the time.
I have it. It's the best. Get it, Michelle. Buy the car. Lease the car. It's my favorite. It's the perfect size car. They ride on air. My lease is up in 10 months. I'm already ordering my new one, right? But when she said that to me, like, she's telling me to go with the one, by the way, the other one that I wanted, because you know how incentives on cars are all different. Like the APRs are all different. So even though one might be like 10 grand less than the other one, the way the interest rate works on that one, even with perfect credit, like it could be like $1,400 a month and this one's $1,200 a month. But she's like, save the $200 a month and get the one for the $1,200 a month, right? And I'm like, all right, I got in it. And she's like, trust me, you're going to love this one way more than that Jaguar. Because even though the Jaguar is redesigned, I just know how you like to drive. This is just for these next 3 years until your new lease comes up. This is the one for you. And it has nothing to do with the money. It just has to do with what she, and she knows me. So she knows what I'm going to let. And now I'm like, oh, I'm ordering another Velar. I'm not even going to go get another Jag because I usually drive like the F-Pace Jaguar, which is their SUV. And then, or that, or like, you know, I've had them all. I mean, BMW, Volvo, Lexus. Yeah, I've had them all. But just something about this Velar and the look of it, and it's just so beautiful.
What
and then I had
color's the
JR paint the calipers yellow.
Oh, he
on
did,
them.
huh?
He painted my caliper. He goes, "What color are we doing?" Because he did my last Jaguar, and they were red. And then he's like, "What color are we doing these?" I'm like, you know what? It's white with black top and black interior, and it's got the black rims. The rims are killer on this car.
Sharp. That's a really good look. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I don't even want to give it up. I have 10 months left on my lease, and she's like, we need to start, like, you know, figuring out if you want to go black for your next one, or you want to go white, black again. And I'm like, I'm just loving the white, black again. But like, she's like, we'll start talking about it in like 3 or 4 months. I'm like, I don't even want to give this one up. And JR's brother does all my oil changes for it. Because I mean, it's just, you know, taking it to Range and Jag is just ridiculous what they charge over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I go to like JR for everything. Like tires, rotation, you name it, go to him.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have to think about it with him. But that's how I want it to be with my customers. When they sit in my office or I'm at their house showing diamonds. Hell, I'll sell a diamond at Starbucks coffee. I'm walking in, they're like, you got like $30,000 sitting here in diamonds, my clients. I'm like, okay, I'm insured for them. Okay, like what? Okay, what? Like, pick out a diamond you like. And they're just like, oh my God, these guys get so nervous because you know how it is. Like, it's nerve-wracking. It's exciting. It's like you're starting this whole new chapter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, they sit there and they go, I really thought I was going to be stressed out with this process. And I thought you were going to make this so hard on me. I almost feel like I should be asking you questions, but I don't have any for you. And that's what I want. I want to make sure that you are secure in what you purchased, you know what you purchased, and I try to make it as easy and simple for you as I could possibly make it. And only get to do that by communicating.
Kathy is your mom's name?
Yeah.
How would Kathy describe you? How would mommy describe you? You're the oldest or youngest?
I'm the oldest,
You're
and
the
I'll tell
older.
you exactly. The first thing she says to anybody is, "This was the kid I never had to worry about getting through life." She was always going to figure it out. Michelle was the one that always was reliant on herself, and she always knew the pathway to take, to struggle through, to get through to what she wanted. I never have to worry about her when I leave this earth. I always know she'll be okay. But she also wants me to find somebody that's equal to it too.
Yeah, right.
She's
Of
like,
course.
she's like
Yeah.
the first one, not
of
so
course.
much. The next, like, yeah, she wasn't thrilled on my marriage she just said, your ex, I never really trusted him, and I never really thought that he was your counterpart. Because I just didn't think that you would, he would be there for you in your time of need someday. Like your father's there for me and I'm there for your father.
Yeah.
See, I was the one that always said, I'll hold his hand till the day he dies and make sure he has the best care. But she never thought that if something tragic or bad were to happen to me,
Yeah.
that he would be there for my best well-being.
Yeah,
And that
right.
was this disturbing thing for my
Of
parents.
course. They want the best for their
Oh,
girl.
listen,
Yeah.
I mean, my mom and dad met like on a notebook story, like literally a Hallmark movie, okay? They walked into a bar. My father was in the military. He was in the Navy. He was on the USS aircraft carrier, so he was stationed in California. So he was on the ship where Top Gun was. He was on the flight deck, so he used to work with the Top Gun pilots and all that stuff. And he came home from the military, was sitting in a bar, saw my mom. She was in the bar that same night. Both weren't supposed to be there that night. Seriously. And then all of a sudden, here comes my mom walking across the bar, and my dad goes, "Whoa, who's that one?" And my mom went up to the bar. They talked. They said they talked till 2 a.m, till like the bar closed down. They couldn't get enough hours in of each other. My dad tells to this day, because they just had their 50th wedding anniversary last year, so this is 51 years.
It's amazing.
Married, 52 years together, right? My dad said, I went home to my mother and I said, I met the girl last night that I'm going to marry. 6 months later, a ring was on my mom's finger. 6 months later, they were saying I do. And then like months later, I was born. I mean, not months later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she got pregnant probably on my honeymoon. I don't want to know. That part I don't want to. But my dad said that he always had his best interests for my mother. Like he goes, I had my fun. I was on the military. I was on leave. You know, he's at the end of the Vietnam War. He's in California. He's a young guy, right? Like my dad said, I had my fun. When I met your mother, and she was so pure, like you were talking about how you met yours, and Michelle was so pure and salt to the earth. Same with my mom. My mom is like old school Italian, but yet more, very like with it and hip, and drinks martinis and is outgoing like me and loves to travel. And she's just, he said, your mother had possessions of qualities, and I knew I wanted to settle down, and I knew I wanted to have a family. And my dad's not a cheater. And he goes, I never look back. I met your mother, and that's who I wanted to be with. Plus, he fell in love with my grandparents. He said, like, if I had better in-laws, I couldn't ask for better in-laws in my life.
Yeah, there's something special about that. Yeah,
we
that's
were
cool.
all just devastated and same with my dad's parents too. They were very wonderful grandparents. So like I was blessed on both sides.
Yeah.
But I think that's what my mom would say. And if I had to say about my mom, tough cookie. Like, talk about boundaries. She's like, if your father ever did anything wrong to me, his clothes would be on the front yard. He'd be picking them up and out the door. Like, but they have that respect.
Yep.
And I think that
get
that's what, like, I always wanted in my next relationship is like what my mom and dad acquired and just had, I guess, from the beginning. Because that's a true love story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I met the woman I'm going to marry. And my mom was like, oh, okay. I mean, she was in love with him. She's like, oh, of course, I thought your father was gorgeous and everything. But like, my dad knew. And then 6 months later, my mom was like, he was in a jewelry store picking up a ring for $300. She still has that ring to
That's
this
awesome.
day. Like, we've upgraded her, of course, but she still has the
Of course.
original ring.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then I think like, I think like I think my dad would say the same thing. My sister and I are two total opposite people. My sister's more of a reliant, more of like I want the man to take the lead and I'm good because Scott's the provider and she, she might have worked here and there and dabbled, but like, and she's smart. She's super smart, but she wanted that guy to like just take care of her. She didn't care what he made, whatever that doesn't matter to her. She'd have married a mechanic if he was good to her. But I'm just saying, she just wanted that type of, where me, I was more like, I don't care if I marry a trillionaire or I marry a guy that makes $100,000 a year. The number didn't matter to me. I was always going to do what I was always going to do, and no one was going to stop me from that. So
that's why Mom knew that you'd be okay no matter what happened.
No matter what. She goes, I don't care what Michelle does in her life. I don't care what journey she takes. I don't care if she stops working in the jewelry field, which I never will. I'll die to this. I'll do this, God willing, till I'm 80. God willing, till I'm 80. Healthy 80. But, and look good 80.
Yeah, right.
I better be like Raquel Welch. I always say that. I want to be Sophia Loren or like Raquel. I want, God bless.
They never looked old.
God, and even when.
Never. They never looked old.
I mean, look at Sophia Loren right now. Yeah. She's like 90 something. I mean, I think amazing. 91. I mean.
Yeah, it still looks amazing.
God, those jeans, that look, that Italian, that like, you know?
Yeah.
Or even all of them, all of those women back then, they just had such a beauty to them. It's just like crazy. But, I'll keep up with myself. But like, I just know that no matter what I went through in my divorce and that journey that took me there, because it was a lot of hell I went through, to like where I am right now, I just knew I was going to be okay. And I hope they think that still, because my mom's going through a lot right now, and I just, I'm going back to see them, as a matter of fact, next weekend for Labor Day weekend.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you'll have to send her some love from us.
I appreciate
I haven't met
that.
Her, but
really.
I feel like I have. So
I appreciate that. Yeah. She's no different than probably how we were all raised with our moms and family, and
special.
She's just a mom. I go home and I'm in the house, right? I'm staying there, right? And it's like 3 days go by. I walk upstairs into the bedroom, my bedroom that I still have at the home, right?
Yeah.
And there's clothes folded on the bed. I go, Mom, you got like chemo and everything. I'm washing clothes for you. I had to do something. I can't just sit in bed all day and cry and sulk.
Yeah.
I gotta get up. And I'm like, okay, then get up. And then she does it, and she still washes my clothes, and I'm going to be 50. Like, come on.
She can't stop. She can't do it any other way.
Hey, there's leftover Cavatellas, or there's rigatoni, or there's lasagna. I'm like, you made lasagna, and you're like puking your brains out 2 days ago in the toilet, and I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
It's just, she just has that. She's a mom. She's a mom.
Yeah.
She's a good mom.
Yeah.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah,
I'm beyond lucky.
She did a good job on you. Yeah.
Oh, you did too. And look at what you did. You carried your dad's legacy, right?
Yeah. I
mean, you love what you do.
I'm grateful for my...
Wait, so you cut hair?
Right? I do not.
No.
I'm a beauty school dropout, actually.
I was going to ask about this. So wait, what do you do then? No, I'm talking about me all this time.
Operations of the business. My father and I ended up in business together. I went my own way out of high school and went to school for computers, actually before computers were computers that they are now.
That's awesome.
And was working at the Space Center. And in that area, I was working for ITT Defense Communications. We had a division there that was around the Space Center. Well, I don't know. So I wish
I knew you about 2.5 years ago to defend my cell phone from being iCloud tracked and everything.
Well, it was a little different then. But it was, I got laid off when the space shuttle blew up in '86. I got laid off.
Oh my God, I'll never forget that. I was in 6th grade when that happened.
Yeah,
watching it on TV.
Watching it right there in front of us. It was looked out our window at where we were.
That was mind bending. That was another time in our world.
Yeah, you always remember where you were in that moment.
I do.
And I remember seeing it. Something's wrong. That's not right. We weren't watching on TV. We were actually watching this trail go. And when that happened, that life changed in the Space Center area because they laid off a lot of people and our contract ran out with the company we were with. So I was unemployed, and my dad said, please come into the business. You got to try this out. I said, Dad, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't know how to cut hair. I'm not creative like you. I never wanted to do it. I didn't have hair. So to get him off my back, I said, all right, I will come back and try it out just to get him to leave me alone because I wasn't doing anything anyway. So I came back, assisted as a shampoo person. So I was shampooing hair. And at the time, he didn't believe in paying people that were shampoo. He said, you're here to learn. You're going to learn.
You're here to
from me.
learn.
So you're going to have to just earn tips. I'm not paying you. You're going to have to earn your keep. I'm like, I'm your son, and it's your business. I don't care. You're assisting like anybody else.
Hey.
That's what he said. So
there's a lot of Italian jokes about that too, just to let you know.
Yeah, right. It's just,
I'm going to pay you for what?
Right.
Okay. You want to sweep? Sweep.
Yeah, right.
You're my kid.
Right.
Sweep.
That's why I
You're
had
supposed
you.
to sweep.
I had you to sweep.
Yeah, exactly. Go on. You want a dog? There's a dog down the street. Go pet that one.
That's your dog.
It's your dog. You can go to visit it every day. No, I'm just kidding. Go on.
Oh God, I have so many stories about him that were like that. Yeah. So anyway, I went to hair school. I was in hair school, and I was expected to be somebody special because my dad had an incredible talent, an incredible reputation in town as being a great hair cutter. So I'm his son. I should be that way. I should be great. Mm-hmm. And I was the biggest dork in the class. It was so bad. I was so bad. Like couldn't hold we were doing perm rods at the time because perms were big. And I couldn't get the third pink perm rod in, and everybody else was finished in the class, and I was still trying to wrap that thing. It was really bad. The teacher was very kind to me because she felt sorry for me, I think, that I was there. So anyway, I lasted about 2 or 3 months there, and I continued. Then I dropped out because I knew I couldn't do it, and I stayed in the business and did whatever the business needed to have done, which was I was shampooing hair, and I used to shampoo for tips. That was it. I had to get really, really good to make tips. You had to work, you had to serve people. You had to really, do the right thing, make them really happy. I'll never forget they put me with a stylist we had named Mary Jane, and Mary Jane did all the old school women who were still getting roller sets.
Oh my gosh.
She had all the oldest clients. Like she had really there wasn't that many left that were still getting that. Because my father never wanted, he was like, we don't want to do roller sets. We want to be known for doing cutting edge work. But this one woman, she still had a lot of clients who were like that. In fact, one of her clients was Mrs. Proctor, who was from the Proctor and Gamble family. The most gorgeous woman. She was so beautiful. She had these big, beautiful blue eyes and this white hair that she would wear in this huge bouffant do that she would wear up. And every week she'd come in. She'd only get her hair washed once a week when she got to set, and I'd have to comb it out and spend so much time on her at the shampoo bowl. She was the sweetest woman ever. And at the end of the service, she'd walk over to me. She'd get a quarter. And she'd hand me a quarter. She'd, here you are, dear. She was from Massachusetts. Here you are, dear. She'd give me the 25 cents as if she were giving me $100. To get a quarter, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. The quarter still didn't mean much, but it was like, to her, it meant the world. I'm like, you're Procter and Gamble, you give me a quarter. Yeah. Whatever it was, I was still grateful because she was so nice to me. To get a $5 was the thing. If you got a $5 bill.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Living large.
Oh, yeah.
But Mrs. Proctor and her 25 cents, which, was a lot to her in her mind. And I had to work with those guests and these guests that were still getting these. So anyway, I learned the business through the back of the house and things that he needed to do. So I got to do the things that he couldn't. He got to focus on what he loved. He loved to cut hair. He was a good businessman, but he was an 8th grade dropout of school, but he was smart in math. He knew his ways, and he was a very good businessman, but he was also had the artistic side. So he got to do what he loved, which was more of cutting, and then I worked on the business end of it from the back side of the house. And we complemented each other. My mother worked in the business. My sister worked in the business. So we'd have our family meetings over dinner, which is what it was.
I love that.
Just have our conversations together. So,
and that's a tough thing. I'm going to bring that up too, by the way, because I didn't have that dynamic with like a family business, but it is a very tough thing to be a son of a man who you're even wrapped up in whatever part you ended up like going into, right? Like doing IT or like, the computer systems or like whatever you went to, right?
Yeah.
And then having to like have your father-son relationship still, but yet you still work for dad.
Yeah.
Or like even it's just a family business.
It's a different dynamic.
That's a whole different dynamic.
You got the dad dynamic, the father-son, and then you got the business side. And it's Yeah, because I'm trying to please dad as dad.
Yes. Like
But
I
then-
just want my dad, but then my dad's my boss. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and then I got to figure out how to help him with new things or like kind
Yeah.
of tell him different things. And then
Yeah, right. I wanted to, right, exactly. Like I wanted to
that's tough.
evolve in the business. He had an old school way of like, there's cash in the drawer. You take half out, you take out. I'm like,
That's
Dad,
right.
you can't do business like that anymore. We got to evolve. We got to change. We got to have. Well, never forget when I was talking to him about health insurance. This was long before Obamacare and all that. But
Right.
the not many hair salons had benefits. They were just like, you get your half. Here's my half. Have
We're
a good
done.
day. That's it.
Right.
And when I wanted to talk, I was talking to him about people need health insurance. At the time, that was an issue. Like they needed affordable health insurance. And I wanted to offer a plan to this staff. And, he was just like, what the hell for? What do they need that for? Let them go get that on their own. But that it helps them, gives them peace of mind. It's one thing the industry doesn't offer. They're going to need it. And, having to convince him of that. And then when I brought up 401k, because usually a stylist would work their whole career and not have anything to show because there was no retirement plan or anything like that. This was in the early 90s. It was like a retirement plan, like a 401k plan was a big deal in the hair salon business. But he was like, what the hell you need that for? That's their problem. But he was old school. It wasn't that he didn't care about people. He just believed in what he believed in and kind of implementing things that made us different because I was working more on the side of, I know we have these amazing artists, and if they're happy here and they love their life, they'll get to create beautiful work without worry and fear and how they're going to pay the bills and are they going to have retirement and do they have health insurance and what's summer going to be like in Naples. And they got to live with some peace so that they could be creative artists and express themselves the way they love.
Exactly.
And that was different. That was a different mindset. So we got to complement each other because he always, he was pushed back. We would go back and forth. And he was such a tremendous artist at teaching and developing artistry and the craft of haircutting because he was such a precision haircutter is what he loved.
That's awesome.
So we got to
I
work
wish I would
together
have
that way.
met him.
Yeah, he's a special guy. He was like a true old school Italian who told it like it was. In this day and age, I think about, he wanted to do a photo shoot and he would say, get me 5 beautiful women, beautiful. I want them to be beautiful and sexy. And because that's what people want to look like,
Correct.
He would say. They want to look beautiful. They want to look sexy. We don't want to put somebody who's not beautiful and sexy because they're not going to come in and say, I want to look like her. They don't want to look like her. They want to look like the beautiful and sexy girl. They would
That's
like
right.
the jeweler with you. I want to put a piece of jewelry on you because you're beautiful and people want to look like you and emulate that.
That's right. It's true.
That's the way it is. That's reality.
It's true.
That's not politically correct now, but it's a reality. It's why people have their hair done. It's why they buy nice jewelry. They want to look and feel pretty. They want to look
Get
and
their
feel
nails
sexy.
done. They
of
get
course.
yeah. I mean, we all
primped
want
and pampered and
That's right.
feel pretty. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Don't have to apologize for that.
Nope.
That's what life is.
Nope. I agree with you. That's what I love about it. I mean, it's truly just like a wonderful thing. Like it really is just a wonderful thing to be able to make that happen and have that service to make that happen too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I just do my best to everybody to just educate them enough to pick the best decision for them. And I put it in their hands. I let them decide. I'm just there to help them make the best educated thing for them.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I said, it's not about the money. I want you to just know that if you did this, you're not going, well, maybe if she would have told me that, I would have went with this. It's even in the metals too. It's you could go platinum or you could go white gold. Well, I'm going to tell you what platinum does and how it performs. And it's a pain in the ass metal to work with. It's an expensive metal to work with. It's a difficult metal for jewelers to work with. But that's why it costs more. It's a pure metal. Then you got white gold. Well, you can rhodium plate it every single year and it'll freshen it up and make it look bright white again without having a slight yellowish hue to it. But it's more affordable and it's easier to work with, right? So you pick, do you want the purity and the hypoallergenic and the 3 times more expensive, but yet it dulls down and it wears down faster and you have to keep up with the upkeep. Some women don't like that. It kind of looks like an industrial metal because it technically is.
Yeah.
And then you have the white gold side of it. That's an easier, more manageable metal, 3 times less expensive to use. But again, You want a ring, you want a mounting that like, and the platinum is, let's just say 800, and in the white gold, it's 400. It's, or 1200 and 400 or whatever. You pick. I'll give you your options to pick from.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Wow, oh my gosh, you just said that." And that actually, you know what? No, I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look like this. So thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. Educating people, teaching them that.
It's the money is the insignificant thing about it. It's what you're comfortable purchasing on your own. Yeah. And I'm just there to give you the tools to do it.
Well, my dad always said, if you do what you love, you take care of people, the money will come. So,
always. Always. And when I give advice to people, I want to ask what your thing is with that too, because our age group, we always get like younger people that come to us, like especially like I'm sure when your kids were like in their 20s. Well, your son is how old?
30, just turned 31.
31, and your daughter?
33.
33.
Yeah.
So like when they were in their 20s, I know that all my friends' kids now that are going off to college and stuff, they're always like, what advice would you give to me? Like, what would you give? And I always say to everybody, have grit, have determination. Don't ever let anyone tell you no. Treat people with class and dignity. Not everybody deserves that, but to the best of your ability. And always go with something you love to do, because you'll always make money doing it, and it won't feel like a job.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. If you want to be a garbage man, go do that. You'll never know. Maybe you'll own your own cleaning business someday off of it.
Yeah.
If you want to work with computers, you never know. You could be, working for a major company and have your own company off of it. You never know whatever your life is going to choose, but just never let anyone tell you no. That's the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur in today's world.
Yeah.
It is. Mm-hmm. And learn from people. Always learn from people. Never shut somebody out. Like if a 90-year-old wants to sit down with me and have a talk with me while I'm at the beach, oh, where are you from? How did you get here? Oh, I've been here for 45 years, blah, blah, blah. I always want to hear, because you just never know what you're going to take from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the way I was raised, though.
Yeah.
But I love that. So that's like always where I like to give advice to people. It's just like, nobody's ever going to tell me no. And when you do, it's just ammunition for me.
Yeah. Fire fuels the soul, right?
Yeah.
Gives you that fire, right?
It's like Dana White, man.
Yeah.
When Dana White sits there and says, I love when people hate me. I love when they try to take me down. Because in today's world, there's so much weak that it's so much easier to grab.
Yeah.
Because it is. People have become more lazy. I don't want to be that person. I want to be peaceful, content in my life. I want to bring happiness to the people I can bring it to that matter. And I don't know. It's just friendship and everything.
From that, if your life is a movie, what would the opening soundtrack be?
Oh, that's a good question. If my life was a movie, what would the opening soundtrack be? Well, I am a romantic. There's a lot of movies to choose from on this question. It's got to be like an 80s movie. Like The Breakfast Club. Like, what's that
Pretty
song?
in Pink or
Pretty in Pink. Oh my God, I could keep 16 Candles.
Yeah, those
Like
both those movies had great soundtracks.
Like
great
movies. Because they like had their backs against the wall at some point, and then they came
Breakfast Club,
through, and they they're all sitting in detention on a Saturday, and they all got to know each other. See, they all started to talk to each other. They all got to learn their ups and their downs and their traumas,
the jock,
and
the burnout, the pretty girl.
You had them all, right?
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do. I think that would be kind of like an enamel, like a reflection of like what I like. Because, we all have our own personalities, but like when you really do get to like sit down next to someone and learn who they are in life, you get a different point of view.
Yeah.
Just like that kid that just got, I hate to say kid, his first name again, Brian. When that happened, I just remember it being on the news, and I remember the next day that it happened, because I have a friend down here that's in the catering company business too, and she actually got millions of phone calls, not millions, but lots of phone calls, just like a lot of other people did in this community that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because of what happened to him.
Yeah.
Now everybody was scrambling that had booking jobs lined up with him.
Sure.
Hey, can you handle this? Can you handle this?
Yeah.
And it was just such a devastating thing for everybody to think, I mean, God, this just like happened to this guy, and all these people are worried about what's going to happen with their catering event coming up.
Sure.
And it's like, wow, like in 1 minute, this guy's life, he's lucky he's alive.
So much so. Yeah. It's
Like
incredible.
just to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty deep, huh?
Yeah.
So you never know. You never know. Just like me meeting you.
Yeah.
It's-
JR.
JR is just a cool cat, man.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
We should get like a group thing.
Yes.
For him. Like that would be fun. He's cool.
So maybe like Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me. That could be your that could be your
about
that could be your opening
Yes.
soundtrack.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a hidden talent? Or what's something somebody should know about you that they don't already know?
That, you know, as outgoing as I am, I do like, I'm content being alone. I could sit in my house by myself.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I can go to the beach and just walk by myself in the middle of the night and watch the moon and just do a quick like midnight walk just right down Fifth Avenue because I live right down the street from Fifth. And just no headphones, no music, just literally put my feet in the sand and ground myself and just look at the Gulf and do like a mile or two walk. And I do that. I did it not too long ago where I was just like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like 5 months ago before I met the guy I'm seeing. And 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just got up out of bed and I just walked right down to the beach before, you know, the sun was rising. And so it was dark and then it was turning the light. And I do that like all the time.
Don't do that
I'll go at
enough.
midnight. It's
Don't do
weird
that
to say
enough.
that, but
No, it's nice. It's peaceful. I'm sure.
it's awesome. You and your wife should go do that just like before you find out all this stuff and
Yeah.
in October. Just be like, you know what? Just let's go down there for sunset and then just like walk while it's getting to dusk and the sun's already down.
Yeah, she needs more peaceful moments like that.
I
We need to do that. Yeah.
love this town because of that still.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, we
don't
do
that
have
enough.
a great city we live in.
I know,
mean,
I know. I just don't do it enough. It's right there. I know
It's-
that beautiful
it's
beach
right
right,
at your
there.
feet.
Yeah, yeah,
just go.
yeah. We're gonna do that. I have to
take a
make sure the
beach
next 2
walk.
months are the next month is very serene for her, so she's not in that go mode because her body has to be ready.
Grounding is the best thing ever.
She's gotta
Put
be
your
there.
flip flops on, throw them down right by the beach, and just go take like a mile walk. Just walk. Take a coffee, take a glass of wine, whatever, and just walk. And just stare at what we have.
Yeah.
Like see the dolphins, and every time I see those dolphins, I'm like, oh my God!
Not
It
the
never
best.
gets old.
It never.
A
Isn't that
sunrise or a
amazing?
sunset never gets old.
Yeah, in our paradise here, where we
Yeah,
are,
and we take it for granted. I know people that I like talk to down here all the time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was just at the beach the other day. They're like, I haven't seen the beach in 5 years. I'm like, you live on the most prestigious street. You're on Gulf Shore Boulevard. You live in a condo that you could walk across the street in 3 minutes and be at the Gulf of America. And you mean to I love saying that.
That's
I
awesome.
love saying
Yeah,
that.
That's awesome.
And you mean to tell me that you haven't seen the beach in 5 years? Like,
It's crazy.
man, I
It
moved
happens.
down here because of this, and now I don't even see it. You're right. And I'm like, oh, it's like,
Happens so much to so many people.
I don't take it for granted.
Yeah. Well,
Never
good,
have, and I
good.
never will. I was just on the beach the other day, so
What's your coffee order?
cappuccino. Love cappuccino
Okay.
with
Always have to
almond
know.
milk.
Almond milk. Okay.
Yes, and I don't do any cream or sugar in it. Just
the way it is.
cappuccino with
Okay.
almond
Yeah,
milk.
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
The
Yeah.
old school way.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
I'm straight
What's your
espresso.
drink of choice?
Espresso.
And then when it comes to a cocktail, what is your favorite?
You know,
because you're not a big drinker.
No, I can't anymore. You know, I
Okay.
used to. I enjoyed it, but in the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, when I have a drink, I get so tired. It makes me sleepy. Like it doesn't hit me the way it used to.
No kidding.
Sometimes I want to. I would love to enjoy like a Caymus good red wine.
Yes.
Or a Manhattan that my grandfather used to make. They used to make these great Manhattans. But it just doesn't. I don't know. I can't do it. It puts me right out. Like if I'm at a social event and I want to have a little, I want to loosen up a little bit, take a couple sips and I'm ready for bed. I can't do it anymore. I wish I could.
I
mean,
would have,
maybe it's
for me, getting to know you a little bit, I would have expected like more of like an espresso martini type of guy.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Put the two of them together. Yeah. Because I could drink an espresso at 10 o'clock at night. And
Heck
still go to
yeah.
bed. Either way. But.
For sure.
So espresso's kind of like the salute to my father. After my father passed in 2015.
We all drank espressos growing up.
We put espresso machines in all the salons.
Yep.
So that every time every time somebody's having a cappuccino or espresso, it's a salute to Poppy.
That's funny you say that because back in Cleveland, there's a friend of mine that's named Anthony De Benedictus, and his family owns a salon, and he's been a hairdresser for his father for as long as I can remember. He's 55 years old now, Anthony, and that's what he did. He has an espresso machine, and everybody that comes in there is like, I'll make you a cappuccino or an espresso. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
Old school.
It's part of the experience. Yeah.
Old school.
100%. Yeah. It's the way.
So true. Yes. You have more questions. Music. Oh, so that genre. Okay.
What music's playing?
I love reggae. I love like
the beachy, but reggae music just puts you in the mood
chill.
for yeah.
It's just like, chill, centers you.
Yeah,
it's just that vibe.
Yeah. As soon as you hear it, I
get it. I am a huge fan of like Coldplay. We just went to the concert in Miami. A group of us. JR was there too.
Yeah. You told me that was after the thing too. That was after the. Cheater.
Yep.
Was caught on camera, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that was what an idiot.
I know what an idiot.
I mean,
no kidding.
Then it's funny because at our concert that we went to, because it was right after that one.
Yeah.
He was like, anybody in here? Speak now, and forever hold your peace. Like, he was like, let us know. But I love like like the era that I grew up in, like the Kurt Cobain and the Coldplay and I even like a little bit of jazz because my dad grew up like listening to jazz too. Like he's or the Doobie Brothers. Like I'm into that music, like the 70s rock. Grew up on that stuff. So like I'm all over the board. Yeah. Like when I'm working out, I might listen to like a little Def Leppard. Like a little Rocky, like, that kind of stuff. Kenny Loggins, like if I want to chill out. Michael McDonald. So I kind of like a lot of different genres of music.
Yeah.
But my most favorite right now is probably reggae and chilling. Like it's something I really kind of embodied.
Yeah. JR have a good sound system on the boat?
His boat is sick.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not for the average. His sound system is amazing.
It's smoking, right? I can only imagine. Yeah. I'm sure.
And I like techno too. Like the new, what's it called? You know what I'm talking about. Not techno, but like, yes, EDM. Like EDM. But you can't listen to it so much because it's just like, but then like I'm a romantic, so I like Lionel Richie and, like the old school stuff that we used to listen to. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just, it's like right now my playlist is all over the board.
Yeah.
And the guy I'm dating is like, you have reggae, you have blues this, you have, I'm like, well, it's like whatever mood I'm feeling, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. No, I know.
What's your favorite?
I'm all over the place like that too.
Yeah.
My origins
like I even
were,
like some rap. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. I have a
listen to a
wide
little rap.
variety, even there's a little country sprinkled in
Love
there.
country.
Yeah, just I used to DJ back in the day. And,
geez.
Not like the current DJ method where I'm mixing beats and things like that, but just with vinyl.
Yeah, with vinyl.
Yeah, the old
love
school.
Vinyl.
And
vinyl's like the
I loved originally like new wave alternative music was my first love of like the old school New Order.
Yeah.
Psychedelic Furs,
Oh,
Echo and the
God.
Bunnymen, just like a lot of the old school New Order.
Yes. Like, did you like 9 Inch Nails and stuff
Nine Inch
too?
Nails, yeah,
I went to
yeah.
those
I
concerts
went
in the
to
mosh
all
pits,
the-
man.
Did
I
you?
came
Yeah.
home and my mom was like, who kicked your ass today? I'm like, what do you mean? Like last night? Oh, you're getting elbowed. It's like everybody's jumping on you. My mom's like, was that a concert? Or did you go get paid to get beat up? You don't want to know. Pink Floyd. I'm a Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah.
Saw Pink Floyd
great.
back in
Did you
Cleveland.
really? Wow.
Oh my God, that
had to be
concert was
quite a show.
epic.
Wow, I can only imagine.
It was one of the last ones at the old Cleveland Brown Stadium before it was torn down. So we're going back to 1997. I think it was 1996 or 7. All I know is, like, you didn't even have to bring a joint to the place.
You just breathe it.
Just
suck
breathe.
It in. Yeah, right.
All in there.
That music was designed for that. It literally was. That's you could hear it in a whole different
It was
way when
so
you were
cool,
yeah,
though. It was so
it was,
cool, like
yeah.
over the moon and
the wall was like
wall,
something
the
that was that was life altering.
I mean, and that's when like laser shows were just
Yeah,
starting.
yeah, that's what they were known for,
pigs
yeah.
the laser shows, like
yeah,
it was epic. It was
Yeah.
epic.
I can only imagine that had to be so cool to see them.
Yeah.
Live.
But let me ask you this: traveling places in your life that you would love to go to that you've never been, that is like a bucket list of like a place to travel to, like somewhere that you would maybe never go to, but you're like, man, that would be cool if I did.
I mean, I want to go. I've been to Italy, and I want to go back to Italy because I just love that.
Yep.
I just loved my experience in Italy, and I loved I felt like I was at home.
Yes.
I couldn't speak the language, but I felt like I could
Doesn't
communicate
matter.
with everyone. I felt like it was where I belonged, wherever I was in Italy. I loved my experience there. So my wife and I are planning that we're going to go back there to parts that I haven't been, maybe, but I also love. It's hard for me to leave. I'm really loving where I live, and I'm loving our house, and I'm loving Naples
Good
so
for
much
you,
that
man.
I don't know that I.
You're
I used to want
content.
to travel. Yeah, very much so. I do. I'd like to to go to other places. We're going to Vegas this week. She has to work for work, so I'm going to go there.
That's
But
fun.
I like to play poker.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm a blackjack player, so
yeah. So
I love cards.
yeah, I love poker. I like playing. So we're, we do travel. We're going back to Michigan again. But ultimately, I love where we're at. I love being home. I love even staying home and watching Dateline on a Friday night.
That's awesome,
like,
man.
It's like our thing.
You know what?
Why did
Because
they
you're
murder
so
that person?
settled and you're so secure in your relationship that's like the best part about it.
Yeah, we
Like,
can
you
do that
just
and be comfortable with it. It's okay.
love
We don't
it.
have to be out. We just,
I
or
love
we could
it.
go out with friends, or we could, we could do either. But I think I love our home. She's made our home so beautiful and so perfect and so pristine. It's
God
like a
bless you guys,
castle.
man.
I feel like I actually live here. I live in this paradise. I have this beautiful wife. I am surrounded by so many incredible people that I get to work with and be with and watch their families grow and watch their lives grow as human beings and as humanitarians on the planet. And I get to have rich conversations like this with good people. That I'm very blessed and feel like if I could travel or not. Either way, I would love it.
Oh,
so.
we're gonna be friends now after this.
Yeah,
And you got to come on
absolutely.
the boat.
Oh, I'm
You
so
got-
looking forward to
you
that.
got- you
I
don't
know it's got to
even
be an
know.
experience with JR. It's got to be an experience.
It's amazing, and we have so much fun. Like the group is just so, just good people.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that's all I could say. No drama, fun, just good people. Just a lot of like laughs, a lot of chill, like a lot of embracing. Like we saw a sea turtle the other day when we
Love
were
that.
on the boat. It was
So
like
cool.
crazy cool. But the one place I would love to go to is like to see a safari, like go to Australia or go to Africa, like, and just see like lions roaming the earth.
Yeah, that would be
I just wanna
pretty
see
awesome to see the
I don't
wildlife
want to
like
see
that.
them kill each other or eat other things. That part I don't want to see because I love animals. And when I put on Animal Planet of any kind and I see like something getting mauled, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
My mom's like, that's nature, Michelle. That's how
Yeah.
the world works. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But I would love to do that because I'm an animal lover.
Yeah.
My father was raised like all on animals. Like he almost like animals better than people sometimes.
Yeah,
Like you know how that
some
can
of
go,
our-
right?
My wife is, our dog
Right.
is like that. Yeah, my
I
wife
have
loves
two
our dog.
dogs.
Yeah.
Two little baby girls. A West Highland Terrier, Lola, and she's 13.
Lola. Oh, that's awesome. Lola.
And then I have Sammy, which my ex-husband named her, but she's a King Cavalier Spaniel Shih Tzu mix, so a Cavachie, this big. And so
All
Lola
fur,
and Sammy.
or what is it? It looks like.
It's a King Cavalier Spaniel and a Shih Tzu, so they call it a Cavachie.
So does it have hair or fur? Does it shed?
Hair, no
Hair
fur.
doesn't
no,
shed
they
then.
both don't shed.
Oh, cool.
Like
Okay.
Lola rarely sheds. I mean, a
Yeah.
little bit of white or something, but like
Yeah.
rarely sheds.
Yeah.
And so they are 13 and 11. I still can't believe.
Yeah,
13 and
our Morky, Morky's 13.
Oh,
but-
you have a Morkie?
Yeah.
Those are cute.
She runs our house. Yeah, she's the princess.
Little white one.
Yes.
White or is she
She's
tan?
got it's like a
cal-
blonde. She looks like she has highlights.
Okay.
She's like blondish. She's just got this hair that everybody wants.
She's a terrier and a Maltese, right? No,
A Maltese and a Yorkie.
And a Yorkie.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
And
how
she
cute.
just she runs the house. She's in charge. My father had. There's a picture of my dad on the back as you
I wanna
walk in the
see
salon.
that. I bet he was a good-looking man.
With his dog, which he had a schnauzer, and he loved
That's
that
what I
dog.
saw walking in, the white.
Yeah. And that was his baby, and he would cook for Max was his dog. Make these special meals for, and I thought, Dad, what are you doing? Like you're cooking. He cooked better for Max than he would for us, and he loved that dog. They were inseparable. Well, now, since Michelle and Boo Boo is our dog's name,
Boo Boo.
I am doing the same now, and she likes organic chicken cooked in Kerrygold butter, and it's got to be a certain temperature. She's so spoiled. But she has my heart, so.
How old is she?
She's 13.
Yeah, she's my Lola's
Yeah,
age, 13.
yeah.
Can't believe it, too. It goes by so quick.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
I mean,
know.
gosh, I hope Westies tend to live to like 17, 18. I'm praying because she's
That's
healthy.
what we're saying, yeah.
Like
yeah,
I take her to the dog
Yeah.
park. I'm walking her. People are like, well, how old is she? Like 5 or 6? I'm like, oh my God, I wish.
Yeah, that's
Just like,
yeah. They got that spry spunk to them. Like Boo
Yep.
was at the vet yesterday, and the tech said she doesn't look a day over 5.
That's right.
Made her feel so good.
Good skin, good coat.
right,
like our dog's not like walking like,
Yeah, no, they don't know
I'm
at
like,
all.
no.
No.
Lola just gets after it, man. She
Yeah.
sees a squirrel, she's like running right after the
Yeah,
squirrel.
yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. It's but I didn't have kids, so like dogs are my children.
She's your
She's
baby.
my baby. They're both my baby girls, but the only people that babysit them when I'm gone is my mother and father.
Yeah, there's only a
Since the day
select
that-
few.
That's
I
it.
know how that goes. Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh, get a dog sitter down here and just go on vacation or whatever. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, if my mom and dad can't watch them, that's it. Grandma and grandpa
Yeah,
get them.
it's the
Those are my
same.
dad's grand dogs. So
You holding up okay? Camera's holding up.
We're
okay?
ready.
I'm gonna give her some of the good. I'm gonna give her some
me.
of the deep. So pull out. This is a question.
Okay.
You're gonna read it out loud and then answer whatever.
oh, I
you
love
choose.
this stuff. This is so
It's
fun.
very random.
Okay. What was the first cell phone you ever had? Okay. First cell phone I ever had was that big flip phone from Verizon. That was the plastic that had like, it had the little small plastic flap that came down.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the second one would be the Razor.
Before the razor, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went to a BlackBerry for 5 minutes.
Right.
And then went back
Yeah.
to the Razor and then went to the iPhone one.
Yeah,
That came
okay,
out.
yeah.
But yes, the first one was that big chunky plastic. The antenna came up. It was so cool. It was like the retractable
Yeah.
antenna, not the one with the rubber thing.
Yeah.
Because that had to be when I was like 15 or 14 before like remember how much the cell phone plans were back
Oh my
then?
gosh,
It was like
crazy.
$1 a minute.
Right. Yeah, you had to pay, and then
$1 a
text,
minute.
You had to pay by the text.
Paid by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
text. So I would sit there and go like this. Okay, so if I talk to my friend for just 10 minutes, that's only $10. Somehow the bill came in, it was like $350. And I'm like, how did I talk that? $350? What are you talking about? Like, and back then, in the 90s, it's 1993, 1994,
Yeah, it was a big deal to have a cell phone. It was a big
Oh
deal,
my
yeah.
God. It was like, what the heck is going on here? Yeah. Car payments weren't even $350.
Right.
Okay. All right. What keeps you up at night? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I do tend to sleep like a rock. So what keeps me up at night would just be keeping up with my business and making sure that I keep everybody as happy as I can because it is a one-man show for me. Like, I do have help, but it's me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm keeping up with making sure the orders are filled and who has what. So sometimes I'll sit there and just start processing things through my head. Like, oh my God, I didn't get that done today. I got to get this appraisal type for this guy. Can my mom help me do this really quick? I got to get this ring delivered out by Wednesday. I better call Mike or Dan, my other jeweler, and make sure that these jobs are done right or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I that stuff keeps me up at night.
Gotcha.
But everything else is pretty darn good. So
You're just thinking about others, like you do. That's your way. That's what you would do.
that's,
That would be you.
yeah. I mean, right now my mom is a little stressful. I'm not going to lie about that. That's like obvious though. You know, that keeps me up a little bit. It's just making sure that that the cancer's gone and that she doesn't have to go forward with doing other procedures. I don't want that for her.
Yeah.
I want her to have the quality of life that,
Yeah, it really matters. Yeah.
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 And they have a place down here.
Oh, good.
So they're getting down here. She said hopefully by the end of September, she's just going to want to get back down here and be here.
Good.
They haven't been here in 2 years at their place because of my grandparents passing away simultaneously.
Yeah.
So she was like the true caretaker with my aunt. And then, you know, obviously she got diagnosed with cancer like, it's like only 7 or 8 months later after my grandfather died that,
rough
you know,
few
here.
years. Jeez.
And it was just out of, I mean, I didn't even believe it. We were out getting Mexican food. This is true story. Well, they're all true story, but we were out getting Mexican food. I had already known that she was going in for a biopsy for this lump, right? And I didn't know when the results were coming back yet. So me, my aunt, and my cousin, the three of us with my mom, we're like, we're just going to go to this like Mexican place up the street in Cleveland. And I'm chips and salsa. I'm eating, I'm drinking my margarita. My mom's not ordering a margarita, which I thought was like strange because she would have, right? And I look over and my mom goes, I go, well, Mom, I said, I got a good feeling about this. You're fine. There's no cancer. Like, you don't think about it. Like, we all go in for something. We all think it's cancer, but it is not cancer. So don't worry about anything. And she goes, oh, no, it's cancer. And I'm like, can you get that salsa over there? And my aunt's sitting there with like, and my cousin's like sitting over there and she's at the same like speechless, like jaw to the like, and I'm like eating the chips like I didn't even hear it. And then I go, did you just say you have cancer? And she's like, yeah, it came back positive. It's cancer. Oh, wow. And they got to do a surgery and I don't know what stage it'll be until after the procedure's done, which is stage 3+1, which is not good. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not good. It's right before 4. And I go, oh, all right. Well, then you know what? We're just going to get you in for surgery and everything's going to be fine. And my aunt was like, are you there? Like, I didn't, you know, it's like one day they're fine. And the next day you're now facing procedure. It was a 6-hour procedure. It was lymph nodes removed. It was tumor removed. It was legit, like serious. Yeah. And then to find out it was stage 3+1, and now she's got 6 weeks of aggressive chemo and aggressive radiation. Radiation burnt the crap out of her. And then it's just like, she's just, you know, in this emotional state. So yeah, this is what's keeping me up at night at this moment.
Sure. Yeah.
But in a normal, it's just making sure I keep my business going because I love what I do. It's not even a job. It's just like such a fun thing I get to do. So hopefully I can make some people happy.
Yeah.
Keep more people happy.
Yeah. The best is yet to come. Yeah.
Yes.
You're still going. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just going to keep going positive with my mom because I do believe in everything in life is energy.
Yeah. Keep giving her that love. Yeah. Like you're doing. And that's nothing makes her happier than that love of her family. I mean, that's the best medicine. That's awesome.
It is. That's why, like, when I'm down here, I seize the moments, my friend. I really do. I seize the moments down here because I take the opportunities. Like, if I get a game to go to, I'm going to a game. If I got whatever, anything, like, you know, JR, let's go on the boat. I'm there. We're going on the boat. You know, let's go to the Florida Keys and get on the boat. We're going to get a group together and we're going to get a hotel over there on the ocean and blah, blah, blah. Let's do it. When are we going to go? Let me just make sure I'm all safe, planned it out. Like, let's go. Let's just do it. Like, I want to live life because it does go by so quick.
Yeah.
And
no, it does,
I don't even care about going by. Yeah. Like, we look at it as like, you know, I look at it this year of going like, God, 80's only 30 years away. And look at how fast the first 50 went.
Yeah.
50.
In a minute. It flies.
Right? 60, 50, right? But then I think to myself, My mom was fine, and my mom is healthy. She's not overweight. She takes care of herself. She eats right. She's not a smoker. She's not a big drinker. She never really never did drugs her entire life. I've never done drugs my entire life. Like, I maybe smoke weed, but like, I've never done like drugs. Like, and then I sit there and I think to myself, God, like, she did nothing pretty much wrong at all. At all. Yeah. And in one day she's fine. The next day she's got stage 3 cancer and she's fighting for her life. Yeah.
You think, how's that happen? Yeah, it's insane.
Or like, look at your father-in-law.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know. Yeah.
And then the next, it's like they're gone. Yeah. That's why it's just, I want to like just keep the people good in my life, be good to them, and just try to spread. I want peace and I want happiness. Yeah. And I do want somebody to share it with.
Yeah. Well, this kind of goes in line with that, and you've probably already shared bits and pieces of this. But my final question is, what do you love about your life?
I love life. I just love life. Like, I love sitting outside in the backyard at night and just seeing the stars. I love a good thunderstorm. I love meeting great new people. I love to talk to great new people. I love putting people together. I love connection. Like, I love, like, if I can help you in some way and put you with the best guy that I know that could help you with that, I want to do that for you. I want the arrangement made. I want, I want people in my life like that. So that's kind of life itself. I just love life. Like, I love what God created, quite frankly.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think it's beautiful. I just wish we were here forever to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well
said. Very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you kidding? This was awesome.
No, I appreciate you. It's today. It's the first time that I've had a conversation with somebody that I didn't have a full bio on beforehand. Yeah. So I had no idea I had no idea where we were going to end up or where it was going to go. I just was trusting that JR said, there's this great human you got to meet. You got to talk to her. And he was so right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And by the way, like I said, I walked in here and it just felt so nice. It was just a great energy that you have in this place. You have some really kind people. Everybody smiled at me. It looks like people are talking and having fun. It didn't feel, some salons you walk into, I will be honest, even in Cleveland, and it's like their noses are in the air. Yeah. And they're not as like, it's just sterile feeling.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
it's kind of that like next, like, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, that's great. What problems today? Yeah. How's mom? Like, this just felt so calm. Yeah. And like, you guys have a lot of fun here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you make it fun too. So
thank you.
You're part of the fun.
I love to do this.